Oh, of course my camera's decided it doesn't love me. Hi everyone. Let me fix the webcam real quick. It will just randomly drop out on me, decide it doesn't want to work. It lives in its own world, I guess. But hi, I know it's been a while since we were all together. It's been a while since I streamed. I know after my almost year hiatus, all the way up to about a month ago when I was like, oh, I can't stream this week, I'm going to stream next week. And then I didn't. And then I was like, oh, I'll stream like tomorrow or Friday. And then I still didn't. And then, long story short, it's been about a month since my last stream. I've been having some health issues. It's something that I've dealt with my whole life. It's not a new health issue. It's just something that I struggle with in a day-to-day capacity. And one of the best parts of working from home is that I'm able to better deal with it than I could working at a location. But that doesn't make it any less challenging overall. So I'm okay. I'm not going to be going anywhere permanently as far as I know, but I did have to take extra time. In the meantime, I worked on some cosplays. I didn't wear any of them today because I had much lower spoons going into this than I thought I was going to. But I did manage to finish a Rouge the Bat cosplay. I want to make some tweaks to it from the last time I wore it. I actually did put some pictures on Instagram. If you want to see those, they're on Blue Sky as well, but Instagram is probably the best place to look if you want to see any of my latest cosplay photos. I recently went to Comic Palooza, which is in Houston, Texas. It was really, really fun. It was a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. I had gone many years ago, and I didn't really remember it all too well, but I went, I was helping my mom at her booth because she makes and sells lots of handcrafted stuff, and it was really, really cool to be able to be a part of that and see everybody's cosplay. I did do Rouge the Bat on Friday, and then I did Bowsette on Saturday, and then on Sunday I did Chika Fujiwara, and I had like 2 hours of sleep. So if you're at Comic Palooza and you happen to see me on Sunday, I'm so sorry. I was not with it that day. I did my best, but I am not perfect. So, we have not played Polya together in a very long time either, I realized. I've done a lot of the main quest by myself. I've done a lot of gathering in the background. I did a lot of farming in the background. And I kind of tried to maintain the game as best I could, even though I wasn't playing it very much. But I have actually not touched it since they originally announced that they were releasing a new area. And I kind of think I started part of the quest to go to it, but I don't know if I actually finished any of those quests. So we're gonna find out together. What I did do is I did eventually spend money on the game, and I put together an outfit that I thought looked really cute. I wanted this outfit for a very long time, ever since I saw it on Daydreamer live stream. Shout out to Suze because she's great. And I put this together because I thought it really looked cute all together, and it took me a long time because I'm very picky when it comes to dressing my characters, especially if I'm paying for it. But I did do that a while ago. So I guess I could have changed into it when I was first on stream, but I didn't stream the game again for a long time. So yeah. I am having one of my sparkling waters. I think I had one a couple things ago. Ooh, I got a nameplate. Yeah, so I'm on the quest of Royal Welcome, um, which is meeting up with your party by the docks. For those following the story, this is essentially after confronting um, new information about the young man whose name is escaping me at the moment, but I will find out if I remember what all the buttons are. Unfortunately, I don't remember what all the buttons are. I think it's I, actually. Yes, there we go. His name is Ulfa, or Ulfe, I guess it could be. I have not really raised my friendship with him. I haven't really been gifting him things. I haven't really interacted with him too terribly much, which I do regret because he does seem like a pretty neat character. And if I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm not gonna like directly say what it is. But if you have gotten far enough to learn like a lot of his backstory, then he is kind of a neat figure. And we got free gifts. What did we get? Some kind of pod, probably. Fancy prize and Smarty Pod. Speaking of pods, I did not change my house. I know we were going to at one point, and then we found out we needed a lot of money for it, so we kind of gave up on it and stopped. The only thing I have done is continued adding to our plushie room, which is officially overrun with potato pods. They're just kind of everywhere. I have plenty of duplicates and all sorts of things. I basically just open them and then find a spot for them. And I've got a couple of the little tiny snowmen because that's all I could make at the time. So, and like 1,000 of these guys. I have a lot of plushies in this room. I need more, but this is what I have so far. All right, let's see what we've got in our inventory. So I do have the ability to get a wolf honey. I think that's at the ranch specifically. And I have not done that yet. I have not done any of the horse stuff. I have not done, I think the last thing I got was one of the boars, if I'm honest. It could have been a bee, but I haven't really done a lot with the ranching stuff because it was very quickly overwhelming for me and I did not stick together with it. So, we got the 1 in 10 million Choppa. We got basically all of the 1 in 10 million pieces. I did log in to get those. I guess I should have probably said that before. So we've got cake, we've got cylinders, we've got powcats and frogs and choppas and all kinds of cool stuff. And this windmill. So, and then I also have this grubby duck, but I don't know what it does. I'm sure it does something. I just don't know what it is. I don't really want to put a cake in my fleshy room. I was trying to figure out what I was doing. Whoa, look at Frogbert. He is very large. All right, let's turn off the grid so we can precisely place him somewhere. I thought I could fit him right here, but I guess he's a little bit too big for that. I can fit him in between the tails, however. All right, we got that one. Oh, he would have made a good one for the middle, but I already put pods there. Okay, we got to move the pods real quick. I thought I turned the grid off. Let's see, pod. And pod. And now you in the center, like they summoned him. Oh, stuck on the plushies. Happens to me all the time. Alright, we gotta put this guy somewhere. This can go in the corner somewhere with these guys. That's probably fine. And then the chopper one. Now they're a little bigger than I thought they were gonna be. And if you're wondering why I keep looking over here, this is where the chat is on my screen. Because the way that my two monitors are set up, it is up and kind of higher out of my vision. So I keep double checking. I did notice that the camera got moved because it's harder to see some of the people in my background. I did add a couple things. I got a Baneri. Where'd it go? There it is. For my birthday. Of course, my little Ditto is there. I have a tiny My Melody here. I have a dragon that I got from Build-A-Bear. And then there's Calamity Kaiju, or at least the Lego version of him that I made. So, of course. I wish I could put plushies on top of plushies. That would be so much easier. Then I could just stack him on top of his friends back here. I don't think there's a great way to put him with the others. So he's just gonna have to be like the welcomer plushie. I'm gonna put him this direction. He's gonna go there. All right, cool. Now we gotta open these bags and see what other plushies we got. Number 5. We got Beatrix the Smarty Pod. And then we got a super lucky prize, but where is our... Did I miss something somewhere? Oh, maybe it's in our mailbox. Whoops. I don't need to push that button. I meant to push this button somewhere. Open mailbox. So I've been playing this a lot on my Steam Deck and on the Switch when I do play, it's usually on my Switch. So the controls are much different, but I'm gonna figure it out as we go. I could have sworn that we got more than just, well, oh, there it is. We got a fancy prize bag. Basil, the fancy pod. And the super prize. Garden variety pickaxe. Great. Why was that a super prize? I guess it's cool. Hooray, free stuff. Alright, so I need number 7. And I gotta put it with pods. Oh, why did I keep turning back on? Does anyone know? I certainly don't. And then him with all his, stop turning back on, dang it. Put him with all his friends. And there we go. We have a room full of plushies. It's pretty chaotic in there. I don't think we could, like, dive in, but, I mean, maybe. What's the button for my... Ooh, actually, I don't remember any of the buttons. Nope. Okay, that's tools. What's the emo button? Not O, because that's social. These are people I don't know. What's the emo button? I thought it was the tab button, but it's not. E? No. It's a T. It's T. Got it. Okay. I thought I had other emotes. I guess not. I thought I had one that let me lay down, but I guess I just have to sit. So we could sit on it if we wanted, I suppose. Oh, how did that get turned off? T. Yeah! Oops. See, we can sit on the plushies, but we can't lay down on them, unfortunately. Hooray! We could sit in that room and be one of the plushies. Bravo. But our house looks pretty much the same. The only difference, obviously, we don't still have Christmas out, but I think we put that away on our last stream that we did of Palia, so that's nothing new. What did I have for? It's actually been quite a while since I played. Oh yeah, I was crafting preserves. I was making some bok choy kimchi because I heard it was good money. And then I have some grown bok choy in the background, which is cool. So we're gonna grab these so we can get a little more money. We are up to 300,000. I don't think that I've made anything more than that so far. I think I've stuck within that range, but it's not bad. Usually what I'm doing is I'm planting the bok choy and I'm fertilizing it, I'm watering it, and I'm leaving it the heck alone. So for that little amount of work, I'd say it's pretty good. All right, so we need to craft any relic to tier 2, which I'm not entirely sure how to do that. I thought I'd already finished that quest, and then it gave me the same quest again. So I think that quest is bugged for me. And I don't think I'm ever going to get the questing for letters quest. I just don't think that's going to happen for us. So, all right. However, the only one we actually care about is meeting the party. It says, it's been a while since Subira said she would bring a boat from the order. Maybe it's time to check in and see where that's at. Meet your party by the dock. So let's go do that. Right, stables. See, I can't go there yet. And then we'll go to the other wood. Hooray! I don't know how much of the quest we're going to get through. It's really going to depend on my energy levels and how much I can keep going. As I said at the top of the stream, I've been having a lot of health problems, so it's made me very, very fatigued pretty much all the time. I have been sleeping better the last couple nights in the amount of sleep that I'm getting, but I don't know that the quality of the sleep I'm getting is really what we need. So we shall see. I think it'll be okay though. Whoa, somebody who almost looks like me. That was one thought I had, was to do the wings, but I couldn't do the wings with the dress, so I just did the hairpiece. but she looks really cool. Meet your party by the dock. Well, this is the dock. Where is my party? Oh, there's my party. Hello.
I never thought
Oh,
life could be like this.
be that as it may, there's no space for all your luggage. So I am to travel without my supplies, and when you inevitably need my help, or one of you inevitably needs my help, and I am rendered unable to assist, you cannot possibly need 10 bags full of alchemical supplies. Of course not. There's also my skincare, my perfumes, clothing. I have packed. Did you pack like a single mushroom? Aw. He holds up a small cloth sack that appears to be filled entirely with berries. Just the essentials, I see. No, for real. But did you, Tamala? Because, come on. Stacey, excellent timing. I was about to call for you. Do we get a free carry-on? Let's get a move on. Has the boat arrived? Here, ready for him. Do we get a free carry-on? Pardon? The ship is at capacity, I'm afraid. We'd have to toss something or someone overboard. Cece is here. We are leaving now? Yes. Before we set sail, however, a word of warning. We are sailing into unknown waters. The Royal Highlands have been abandoned for much longer than the Elderwood. Every map of the area is at least 300 years old. Keep your eyes open and your caution abundant when we disembark. I've been doing this for far longer than you have, Watcher. Now come along, Ulfa. I think it's Ulfa. Ulfa, I've brought us some lunch to make us some sail. Oh, he likes that. Trots after Tamala cheerfully. Subira gives you a single meaningful glance. And then follows. It's alright, Subira. If it comes down to it, I'll pick you. Alright, I'm assuming we can get on the boat. This looks like a boat. That's what I thought. Onward we go. I do like the little soccer outfits. I think they're kind of cute, but I have not tried any of them on, so they might not look as cute as I'm hoping. And somebody decided to render his opinion. Arlo, do you have an opinion to render?
Ruins dot the landscape of the Royal Highlands.
Not that. Can you repeat that?
Standing testaments to the glory of the ancient humans. Sernuk pick through crumbling amphitheaters, while jackcats prowl like ghosts through once hallowed halls. Palia has reclaimed most of the embrace of the wild, but pieces of the past still remain.
The past will remain. Interesting. Okay. Alright. See, I thought horses were just going to be part of the new ranching system, but it is so bright. Used to that dreary Elderwood, are you? Don't worry, little wolf. I'm sure you'll adjust quickly. Fascinating. The land appears almost unchanged from the illustrations I've seen. I suppose the Unification War never actually touched these shores. In any case, I see a small encampment ahead. Let's take stock of our surroundings from there. How did they walk away while they were still standing in front of me? I'm very tempted to like have my bow out, but I kind of want to follow the story before I do any hunting and gathering.
No
We have listened to the source of the echo
this.
still, Alpha. Alpha. I'm sure I'm gonna get roasted for that pronunciation. Alpha nods and closes his eyes, concentrating for a long moment. There's something is loud, not dangerous, but it hides everything else. Alpha points in the direction of the small forest in the valley below. And I suppose we ought to send our resident go-getter to investigate. You don't mind, do you, darling? Someone has to. One getter ready to go. Let me at him. Thank you, Cece. While you do that, I need to update these order maps. If you need anything, please call. Come, Olfa, have a seat. Not exactly as plush as my boudoir furnishings, but one must make do.
I'm counting.
Didn't you bring like half of your boudoir? All right, resident go-getter. Going and getting. What's going on with this tree? Festive. Magic tree? Magic tree, I guess. Okay. There's all kinds of shiny things. I'm assuming I'm in some kind of instance, since I don't see other players running around yet, but we shall see. Alright, let's grab ourselves some supplies. Royal Wisteria. Nice. I'm gonna make a card trick. Can I do that? Can I do it? I know we're supposed to go over there. I'm trying to do other things. That looks like a creature I already had. Maybe it's not. Oh my god, I forgot how to play the game. And it flew away from me. Yes. Alright, we're not going to mess with any of the amber creatures yet. We're just going to pick things and probably scare a bunch of stuff. So I'm hoping we're in an instance where we're not messing with anybody else's hunting or anything. I mean, this looks like a creature from the other area, so... Oh, no, it does not. JK. Oh. Shoot, shoot, shoot. We're gonna wander into the next thing, and I'm not even ready for that. No, I had just hit it. How did it run off already? Oh. Well, whatever it was, we have the wrong bombs. I realized as I was using them. I needed like the Elderwood or Supremes, not the little rinky ones. It's okay. Hopefully it wasn't something super rare, but yeah, knowing my luck, it probably. Alright, let's go for the Elderwood ones. Hey, there we go. That's a much better. Amber Mantis. And it was starry. I'm just trying to get items we don't have before we go mess with person. I probably don't need the Elderwood ones, but considering that that thing ran away, I definitely need better bombs. I was not prepared. Oh, hey, I know that person.
My
Hasim,
mother
what are you
won't
doing?
stop talking about you.
We'll get you out of this. Hasim, what are you doing here? Creature tosses his head back, struggling against the strange amber restraining his moves. Tao paces back and forth around them both. As you approach, however, his ears perk up and he's trotting away.
What?
Tao, where are you? Cece, what are you doing here? Is that pork creature alright? I do not know. It will not allow me to get close enough to help. As the creature hears your voice, it seems to settle very slightly. Perhaps you will have better luck freeing it. You have more tools for the job. Try using one.
Goodbye. I'll miss
You got it,
you.
boyfriend. He is one of our many boyfriends, of course. Alright, let's try pushing the correct button. Also, a person.
I've been thinking.
Fantastic. As soon as you free the last hoof, the creature bends its head down towards you and gently nuzzles you, letting out an approving snort. It must recognize you as being like it somehow. What do you mean? I think that's a horse? They went extinct around the time the humans did. I've only seen them in old murals on the roof. This one should be a Dawn Spur breed, based on depictions. It would have been a mount for royalty. It shouldn't be here, but then neither should you. Maybe humans are not the only souls your phoenix brought back. The horse lifts its head proudly, striking a pose that seems to say, admire my magnificent beauty. You're gorgeous. The horse neighs and headbutts you gently, clearly pleased with the compliment. It begins nosing around in your pack, clearly trying to decide. It must be hungry. I don't know how long it's been trapped. I'm not sure what a horse consumes, but if they're anything like riff rocks, local forage would be my first stop. As soon as you collect some before it chews through the straps on your back.
Goodbye. I'll miss
Bring
you.
the flowers back to the horse. I mean, I'm not going to right this second. I'm going to go explore. Whoa! We freed a bug, and then it got mad. Aha! And then we got it. I'm guessing there's a creature in each of these. Ooh, this is shiny. Oh, hooray! It's a whispering widow moth. Okay. It is called a dawnspur, so I'm assuming these dawnspur lilies are what it eats. I'm trying to grab a few extra so that we have the ability to give it some and then keep some for ourselves as well. I'm not sure what the green represents. I'm sure it will become apparent. Hooray! It really is all creatures. That looks kind of like the bug from Mossy Moth. No tool. Defer it that way. Look at our dress. It goes whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
I truly look forward to these
As you
chats.
approach with the flowers, the horse gallops over, eager to snatch them right out of your hands. Mood, I get you, bud. Careful you don't choke. I can get you more if you want. The horse is so busy ravenously consuming the flowers that it doesn't acknowledge you've said anything at all. Aww. I think Tao is jealous. Ossian tosses Tao a treat. Aww. He was jealous. Poor baby. Seems to be feeling better at least. I was concerned it might have been hurt.
Huh.
It appears to be fond of you. It may allow you to ride it. If it does not, you will find out very soon. I will return to the camp with you. I would like to speak to Watcher Severe.
Goodbye. I'll
Something.
You.
Well, we have a dawnspur now. I'm very curious about the deer, but I'm not going to hunt it. We're going to leave that for later. I am, however, going to continue to pick things on the way. Not that there's much to pick up. But that's regroup as I can.
There's a
Well, this
No
is a fun little
protocol for
surprise.
this.
You're a bit far from your beloved village, aren't you? Did not realize you were assisting the Watcher. Would rather her get up to her usual crime in front of me, so that I do not have to waste time uncovering it later. Oh, pish. We both know I've been indispensable. Echo flooding the land benefits no one, myself included. I've never known you to do anything that did not benefit you in some way. Get her, Halcyon. Exactly. You, however, still hunting that beast of yours. I have reason to believe it fled the Elderwood and came west, yes. How did it cross the sea? The same way I did, along the old human aqueduct. It isn't rough terrain as long as you know how to climb, or you can jump as well as Tao can. We're Sifu. Mother remains in the Elderwood, should it attempt to return to its life. He's not talking about the beast, is he? 'Cause you should go with us. I agree, a skilled tracker like yourself would be a boon. Yes, he is quite reliable to have around in a pinch. It's okay if you don't want to. I'll keep Tamal away from you. You can be useful. You can leave the Tau space. I'll keep Tamal away from you. That won't be necessary. I'll join you as long as it doesn't get in the way of my own hunt. Glad to see you're mature enough to let bygones be bygones, darling. In any case, that settles things. And keep moving. Ulfa emerges from behind a tree where he was cautiously watching Hasselhoff. He nods hesitantly. Yes, this way. I sense you. Tao, can you go find Mother and give her this letter? Aw, he doesn't want to leave. I know you want to stay with me, but it's her hunt too. Tao grumbles slightly, but obediently takes the letter and trots off. Okay. Off we go. To where are we? Eat a little food so we have some focus. Now I'm not entirely certain how to use the horse. It gave me the horse, but I don't know how to use it. Never really explained. Oh well. Maybe there's like a special button for it, or... Oh, it's a tool. Whoa! Oh, would you look at that? Apparently like that, that's how. What was that? Oh, there's an energy meter. And as you ride along, there are energy bubbles. Not that I can steer this thing very well, but you know. Jump. It can jump. Hooray! Complete stop. Now, as long as you're standing still, it regains some of its energy. And you press R and it goes away. Okay, cool.
Your presence
A moment, Cece. These
makes
stables look
this
like a
job
good place to
easier.
set up a base camp. Defensible, centrally located, and it looks as though there are some flies we can make use of as well. I suppose I should have prepared to slum it after following all of you. Fine, if we must. The stable map looks a bit worn, however. I cannot make out where the other stops are located. If you find other locations, make sure to record them. The information could come in handy for us. Got it. Thank you. Done dallying. We'd best keep moving before we lose sight of the others. So I'm sure Hassian would just love to shake me off. Leave the man alone, Tamala. The last thing we need is you chasing him off when we need his help. He's not so feeble-minded as you assumed, darling. A little teasing won't shake him in his convictions. But fine. I'm someone much more interesting. Or I have someone much more interesting to torment right by my side, after all. Isn't that right, Cece?
I've never.
Great. He's gonna torment us instead. I think one of my least favorite romances was Tamala because she's annoying. Frankly, I don't really like her. I find her to be kind of obnoxious. She's not the kind of person that I really want to interact with. And honestly, if it wasn't for me trying to get all of the relationships up, I probably would have left hers at like one. So, could show you where I stand with her. But this is a pretty neat area. I like that the trees look different. I like that the gathering materials are different. Um, Even the kind of like layout of the land is a little bit different. I'm not sure why there's a wall next to a rock, but you know, okay. I guess we can get back on. No problem. Come on, little guy, or big guy. It's not super far away, but it is much more convenient to go ahead and sprint over. Oh, what is happening? I am lost. That's not. Wow. We did not clear that. No horse. Wait. I mean, is there a way to like dial it back a little so I can steer better?
You matter.
Or do I just have to come to a complete stop? You turn the corner, you see Hassian and helping Ulfa to his feet. He's burning his face. You are not injured? Ulfa shakes his head. As soon as he sees you, he runs right into your arms. Hug him down. He tightens his grip, shaking slightly. Oh. It was the beast. It was right in the path as we turned the corner. Watch the boy. I will take it down. No! Ulfa lets go of you and lunges forward, trying to grab Hassian's bow before he can reach it. It is a wild beast, and it tried to attack us. It is dangerous. Come on, not dangerous, just sick.
What?
Come on, explain. She not want to hurt. Did it actually attack? Not this time, but it has killed before. Maman would not. She saved me. It does not matter now. We've wasted too much time with this. It has probably escaped already. I'm going to look ahead for tracks. I would like to at least know what it was doing. I go too. Do what you will. I'm sure Cece will tag along as usual.
I'll see your fate.
Yikes. Okay, we should probably loop Hassian in. I see that we're not going for that route right now. I'm so sorry, Dawn Strider. I'm a really, really bad horse rider. You know, normally people will tell me, or at least will comment online, if the result is
Just
fiddly as
working
hell.
on a soliloquy about
Which
your
is
eyes.
not just that. I think I'm the problem. I think I'm doing something incorrectly that's making it so fiddly, but I don't know what. Tracks leads inside. On your go.
Goodbye.
Okay. On my guard, I guess. Let's abandon horse for a minute. And abandon bow. Alright. Okay, looks like we're gonna need our pickaxe. What's up, Papa?
Scare
Oh,
animals away.
let's chat. Mala take me to library. I meet Kaleri. Kaleri say, you find letters from soldiers. She show me. I sniff. I remember smell. I remember, follow me. I remember fear. I know remember what comes next.
Voice
Hmm.
hurts.
Retro. Blip. 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 Oh, that's the thing I need to hit. Beetle. Beetle. I'm trying to get it just as it gets, like, less pissed so that I can grab it before it runs away. Also, crazy stone. Loot. Jadium ore. Very cool. Arlo, do you want to come hang out on screen? No? Okay. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. That's okay. He's used to me being in here all day for work, so that's probably why he's like, Mom, what are you doing? You're supposed to be out working. I cannot, little me. We are doing this. Excuse me. What? Aha! That one only took 2 tries. Banshee. Campfire with recent evidence of use. What kind of beast cooks there? Hmm. Alright, and then that revealed it was iron. Hooray! Just like this. Nice. Basically, we're just getting stuff as we can. Although, I did come in here with way too many things in my pocket. Carefully concealed pile of beast droppings. It looks like the beast is pretty clean. Okay. It doesn't look very carefully concealed to me, but what do I know? A series sticker pack! Hooray! That's awesome. Claw marks gouge the key. I'll talk to you in a minute, Muffin. And there's a mirror in here. Oh, come on. Ah. Aha! Oh, inventory. What can I get rid of? I don't know, because everything I have is not great. Rocks, I guess. We should probably go back to our house and get rid of some stuff. Jeweled mantis. Great. What? It's you. Oh, oh, how wonderful, how delightful, how trashy. Do you feel it in the air? Can you smell it on the wind? You know what that is. That's not what trash is. Trash is the most wonderful thing in the world, so of course something trashy is also the best. There's lovely ruined trash scattered around this place too, and all of it should be mine. If you bring me some of that nasty, wonderful gold stuff, I'll even teach you how to build some of it. Sure, trash is yours. You're the trashiest friend a pixie could ask for. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I almost forgot. There's a special piece of trash I'm looking for too. Some nasty, hateful crabbies stole it from me. I just don't want it returned. I want revenge. Hunt down those crabbies and get it back. If you pick up those terrible, pretty seashells from the shore, I'm sure the crabbies will come, and then you strike. If you find any other wonderful trash while you're out, make sure you bring it back to me too. I'll even reward you. But not with trash. The trash. I'll be waiting for you, where the Donspur used to leave their trash. It's just stinky enough to be my new home. Okay, I have no idea who Benny is, and I'm not sure if I was supposed to know yet. Mushroom. We definitely need to head home and pick some things up. Oh, do we have pockets? I guess I could get rid of some of this stuff, but try. Here we go. At least we've gotten rid of a little bit. So, what did I say? It's trying to get me to inspect. I'm trying to. Alright, and then this was the first one we did, which had a button set. I keep pushing the wrong button. Alright, let's see what he does. Alright, how's the end? What you
Just
got?
working on a soliloquy
It isn't here anymore.
about
We
your
went
eyes.
north. What did Beast do to you? Something it can't take back. Friends north too. We go.
I'll be waiting for you.
Find Tamala and Subira. Interesting that we went in this cave at all. I wonder why. Alright, let's get out here. Hop on the horse. Ride perilously. I think that means with much peril. Whee! Whee!
I
That is
really
not how
like
it
working
goes,
with
as you very well know. So the Order didn't snatch you from your family when you were just a babe? I was young, yes, but I was not a babe. And I was not snatched, but chosen. Full support from my family. There you are, Cece. What happened? Why did you all fall behind? Ah, the beast out. Is Ulfa alright? Explain what happened. Oh, she's actually concerned. I see. That is concerning. If Halcyon had not decided to join us, Ulfa could have... Oh, pish. I don't even trust the boy's account. If he says the beast will not attack, then the beast will not attack. All Halcyon has done is antagonize the situation. Forgive me, I'm feeling a bit cautious about trusting the intentions of a feral animal, even if it was once a person. In any case, all is well. Once Ulfa and Halcyon arrive, we should continue towards the trap. They should have been here by now. After a moment, Ulfa and Halcyon round the corner and join the three of you. No sign of the beast. It should be safe to continue. Everything alright, Ulfa? Ulfa gives a short nod and says nothing. Just trudges past you, still heading north. Give the boy some time. He'll speak when he's ready. For now, let us follow. She actually does seem worried about him, which is nice. Oh, that one has a fire element above its head. So we've seen a grass one, or I guess a wind one. We've seen a fire one. And the falling off the bridge one. Come on, game. Cut me some slack. I'm really bad at this. Ooh. Too bad I'm bad at this. Huh. Cool over here. I would stop for supplies and start hunting things around, but honestly, I think we should just continue. Especially since at this point our inventory is fairly full, and we're going to need to stop and go back home before we get too much. What in the heck? Oh, I see what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to click it, not just hold it. What if? That is a weird house. Hello, weird house. I'm excited about it. Whoa! Why didn't Halcyon fire? Also, what are you doing here? Who the heck are you? Why does he seem evil?
All's well, I trust.
That was almost very unfortunate. Are you alright? How exactly did you chase that troublesome little beast off? I saw no magic pass your hands. That would be this. Courtesy of my friends at the Bahari Institute. The man produces a pouch from his jacket. Mala takes it, inspecting the contents. A warding sachet? Some of these ingredients I do not recognize. Except for a nightshade. But creative way of using it.
Uh,
Who exactly are you?
Mm.
My apologies. I am not accustomed to meeting an introduction. Lord Echelon Bahari at your service. And I'm Cece. You're the human my Uncle Kenley's always bragging about.
Ah.
It's truly a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I've heard nothing but good things. Oh, Kenyatta's cousin, a Bahari. I'm shocked to see you outside your gilded cage. Your family rather despises mucking it, do they not? I am a servant of the people, and go where I am needed.
oh.
You work with the Bahari Institute, yes? I've heard the Duchess's son was an adjunct professor there. So you have heard of me. Yes, I work as a liaison between the duchy, and the Institute, advising on magical affairs. Naturally, when the night sky lit up with flow, I was sent to investigate. I thought to check the highlands first, as this was the location of King Mudan's palace in antiquity. Since you and Cece are here, Sir Watcher, I expect the order came to the same conclusion. You can expect all you like, darling, but we've no reason to tell you. After all, how could we trust a man we just met? You must think us quite naive. Perhaps I was naive to expect to trust so quickly. You're right, after all. I apologize. I got ahead of myself in my excitement. I thought we might be able to share what we've learned so we could stop this infection together. There's no need to apologize, Lord Bahari. Would you excuse us for a moment?
Oh.
By all means. Mala, come with me. If you insist. Beans on toast. Beans on toast. Did I just learn a new recipe? Did it go to my mailbox? Is there a thing around here I could teleport home to? There does not appear to be a fast teleport anywhere. The last one is the central stables, which is great, except I don't really want to run all the way back. We may have to. Our pockets are so full. Okay, let's go back to our house and we'll run back over. It'll be totally fine. Now that I know how to use the horse effectively, we should be able to run properly and not die. I don't know how to say that very well. Essentially, what I was doing was I was pushing and holding the forward button like you would if you were running your character, and that was my mistake. Oh, I made 14,000. Heck yeah. Alright, we need to put some of this stuff away, for sure. This can go away, Gil can go. We have so much stuff to put away. I guess we'll open the sticker pack. This can go. All of our new things can go. We also need some more hunting things, so we should probably make those while we're here. Hunter's horn can stay. Creamy carrot soup can go. This stuff can all go. Oh, inventory's full. Or storage is full. Easy enough to deal with. All we gotta do is craft some things. Such as bombs. I'm not gonna make the Elderwood smoke bombs, and I'm not gonna make the like super special supreme ones. I'm gonna make some sneaky ones. But I've only got a couple of the clay, so why I haven't really been making them is I haven't really been stocking up on clay. So at least we've got a few. And that should have given us kind of enough to... No, storage is still full. We're 34 over. Yikes. Okay. Let's open some stickers. What are we gonna get? We got snap a photo, we got hush. Okay. We got so fierce, which is a new one for us. We got squee. Kind of sweet. We got my word. Carefully cultivated. Very nice. And does it? Okay. What do I have just the most of? Probably these butterflies. I think I was supposed to gather them for one of the quests, and then I don't know if I just didn't turn them in or what. So, We're basically gonna look through and see what we have a bunch of that we can just kind of sell off. I have 35 of these bugs. Why do I have 35 of these bugs? Probably because we were hunting. And I've got a bunch of these guys that I don't need. But I saved 30 of them because they were like a more rare item. I don't need 30 of them. I also don't need 47 apple jam, but I think I was saving that in case we joined a cake party. Because I was trying to make a bunch of them for cake party purposes. Oh, I didn't realize I had prize spots. Oh. The 10th starter bundle we'll hold on to. I got 200 blueberries also for cake purposes. I've got 290 beans because apparently those can be made into stuff. And then of course I have so many bok choy. I should probably go pop those into the cracker things. Oh, hi, welcome in. Thank you. I should probably. Ah, I have so many bok choy. Welcome to the bok choy plans. Ba Mula. That's all I can think of. Unless you're thinking of Kirby and he says hi. Huh? I'm not very good at that. Wishing you a lovely stream. Thank you so much. Welcome in. Welcome in. We were in the new content area, but I realized my pockets were way too overly full. Thank you. I got them on Amazon like a bajillion years ago. But yeah, my pockets were overly full, and then my inventory was overly full. Well, thank you. I'm sure you do too. And so, of course, I had to come back, drop some of this stuff off. Darwin the Smotty Pod and Rainier the Funny Pod. How are you doing, Mom? Mom, I'm not a mom. Well, I have a dog. Does that count? He's kind of my son. Look at all these chickens. Look at all these pods. I have so many pods. Alright, fine. Which will go. You seem like a teenager. I'm not a teenager. I'm an adult. I can even drink beer. Except beer is gross. Hold on. Here. I'm so cool and adulty. I do all kinds of adult things. Taxes. Yeah, I pay taxes. What of it? That's what they do. Oh yeah, we're going back to Royal Highlands. We haven't got very far. We just met Echelon. I don't know anything about him. This is not a beer. It is sparkling water. Not that my camera wants to behave, but you do work or you just stream? I do work. I actually work from home, thankfully. But I stream when I have time. So I've actually been off stream for about a month. I was having a lot of health issues, and now I'm back, which is pretty cool. I don't know what that was. I think it was a person. Alright, now let's need work, life, and then the money to live. I know. Honestly, that's the worst part about capitalism, is that you gotta have money to live, and you gotta live to have money. Sort of. Live to work, work to live. All of them. An animator? Neat. I have a friend who uses the model. Yeah, USD, exactly. In fact, I have, over my shoulder, this little creature. My horse is not stopping. This little creature in between the Pokeball right here. I guess I could get him off the shelf. I made him out of Legos. He is a VTuber that I follow, and also a friend of mine. But that's the only VTuber I actually know very well. So I made him out of Legos. They had released one for the Disney's Turning Red, so there's a red panda in that, and that's what his animal is based off of. So yeah, I just used his colors on the turning red model, and there we go. How's the thing? Oh, we're doing much better at this horse thing now that I know how to steer. And if we're not running full tilt, well, you know, I say that and then we immediately crash. Wow. I am actually not doing super well. In fact, I am doing horribly. Show you mine too if you don't mind. Sure. You can either go to Blue Sky and find me on Blue Sky as Cookies and Cosplay, because that's usually the easiest, or you can, and just like tag me or whatever, um, or you can hit me up on Discord. I can't promise that I'll get to it very quickly, because it is in the background while I am streaming. So I do have one. I've got a Discord. I am CC on there. Um, so I'm the owner of that Discord. I've got a couple friends in there that I don't know if they'd be super interested in receiving promotion stuff. So do be careful who you message. Make sure you're messaging me. Because I've got a few friends that are very, very much like, don't show me your work unless I specifically ask for it. And they will probably just fly. And I don't want you to get upset about it. So, okay, so if we don't run full tilt, you're a poor artist? That's fair. I think a lot of artists are, unfortunately, especially with the rise of AI, because people are relying way too much on it instead of actually good hand-drawn things. So, being an artist is hard. It's a lot of work. I wish I could draw. I can't. I can Photoshop pretty well, or at least I used to be able to, but I am not good at it. Joined your server, let me send you work. Okay, you don't use AI? Good.
I've been
I
thinking
do not
of
trust
you
him.
as
Nobody
I
trusts
work.
Esterlon, Kamala.
Um,
That is quite the statement coming from you. What have I done that's untrustworthy? You cursed me, there's all the secrets, hot people can't be evil. Wait a minute. He seems super nice. You cursed me. A minor inconvenience at best. One I took back quite quickly. You should consider yourself lucky. I've heard the far worse, the far less. You cannot do whatever you like, Tamala. Helping us does not give you a free pass. Then arrest me and get it over with, won't you, darling? In any case, why don't you elaborate on why exactly you're so rude to Lord Bahari? I don't remember what voices we gave them. I think they ended up with the same voice. While the Bahari family is not as noble as they would have you believe, the name alone is not why I distrust the man. Think about it. It took us time to discover this location, yet he stumbles upon it before us based on a lucky hunch. Sent on Discord? Nice. I cannot access it while I am streaming, so I will have to check it after stream. And we know for a fact that a stranger has been dogging our steps. Then this echelon just so happens to appear and conveniently save us. Makes far more sense for him to be the villain, attempting to pull a wool over our eyes for his own benefit. That's what I said.
um,
Your accusations would make sense if they were not directed towards Lord Bahari. I know of the man. He has been working with the Order on behalf of the Institute for years. His record is spotless. Besides, my first hunch was incorrect. I would like to resist jumping to conclusions again, as soon as it's convenient. That's getting dangerously close to an apology, darling. In any case, what do you think, Cece? Hmm. Being evil would make him hotter. Good lord. Apparently, all of the I guess it's wind. All of the wind options are just ridiculously thirsty. Innocent until proven guilty. What does he gain from fooling us? I'm reserving good. What does he gain from fooling us? What motive did the stranger have for what they did? We simply cannot know. This does not exonerate anyone. That may be so, but acting aggressively will likely scare him off before we can learn more. I propose we agree to work with him for the moment, on the condition that we keep what we have learned close to our chest. Fine, I won't get in your way. Stacey, why don't you do the talking? Put that cute face to work.
this must be
She
our
really,
little
really
secret.
likes flirting with us.
All right?
Alright, we're gonna check in.
I've been thinking fondly of our last chat.
Wow. When you get free, check your DMs too. Will do. It will be after stream. which might be in a couple hours.
Huh.
Oh, Haskian's apologizing. I apologize for my outburst earlier. Ulfa? No, me. CC Subira informed me about the beast's curse. It is possible the creature I hunt now is not even the one that wronged me. I have promised not to initiate any attack against it for the moment. Okay. Still, if it proves to be a danger, I will protect whoever crosses its path. I do not wish to see tragedy repeated. Maman not want hurt, just sick. I hope you're right, Ulfa.
May your path lead you back to me.
I hope you're right, Ulfa. Honestly, I hope you're right. Ah, thought I was going upstairs. Alright, dude. What are you doing here? Ah! It burned me! What the heck? It lit my pants on fire!
Apologies. I was lost
Have
in
you
thought.
finished conversing? We'd love to work together. I see. Pardon me for my suspicion, but you must have some conditions, no?
Ah.
Well, of course. That is correct. We will follow standard protocol for order operations, of which you must be familiar. Of course, whatever I can do to put your minds at ease. Our mission is to stop the infected magic at its source. We will partner with you until that is achieved. You'll be given only what information is deemed necessary. Furthermore, CC will supervise you for the duration of our partnership. Am I the bad watcher or the good one? Woohoo, another bestie. You failed to mention it. I will. Am I the bad watcher or the good one? Which do you prefer to be? I can accommodate. There is no such thing as a bad watcher. They would lose their magic at the time. One would hope. Systems do not always function as designed. Oh, that's a red flag.
Ah.
What I can tell you is that we have reason to believe the source of the infection is somewhere in this area. The Echo Town. Yes, it's inside the old palace. How did you know that? I thought our agreement did not involve divulging unnecessary information. Suffice it to say that the Institute has been conducting an investigation of its own. You may request the appropriate files through order channels if you'd like to know specifics. A process that would likely take weeks. Bureaucracy often makes mountains out of molehills, yes. Fortunately, I am here for the express purpose of closing that echo trench.
Oh.
You know how? I do, yes. But it cannot be done from a distance. I must gain access to the pathway. Interesting. Unfortunately, the beast revoked my access to the palace by way of smashing the administrative Galdor who controls the doors. Efficient! Can't we bust the door open? You really want close to the tap? Why would the beast care? Why would the beast care? I do not know. Perhaps it acts as a servant of the echo, bound to its will. Regardless of the reason, it is bound to get in our way again. Thus, I developed a method to drive it off. I was attempting to repair the Galdor when the beast approached, and your party soon after. The construct appears to be missing some rather important pieces, however, like its head. That's pretty important. Oh, I know some politicians who appear to be operating without theirs. That was kind of funny. I will mark a few spots I believe I saw the beast digging. Ah, take this. It should help ward the creature off. Echelon hands you a warding sachet, identical to the one he produced earlier. Your fingers brush briefly against the leather of his glove before he delicately withdraws. Ooh. I will ask Cassian to assist me in tracking the beast's whereabouts. Should it slip past us, Cece, call for me and I will come. There will be no need for that, Sir Watcher. The sachet will keep Cece safe. I hope you're right. I thought I was supposed to be, like, keeping an eye on him, so why isn't he coming with me? Maybe Tamala should keep an eye on him. If I'm going to be at his beck and call, I am not going to be able to watch him. Alright, let's see. 300, 400, 76. Oh, look, it's smaller. Oh, I like Tamala. What are you doing? Pay attention to the way that Lord acts, Ulfa. You'll meet plenty of men like him. They all have an agenda. Half the work is discerning exactly what it could be. Ulfa nods, staring intently in the direction of Echelon. It's unclear if he can see him.
Hi.
Excellent. Yeah, teach him to distrust men, Kamala. That's a great idea. She's so sad. Alright. I'm assuming I'm supposed to, like, use my thing, but I have to find where to use it. I don't know. Oh, that makes sense. Balboa parts. Okay, maybe I don't need to dig. That's fine. Alright. Balboa part. Okay. Look at us, trotting up all nice. Let's see if we can grab it. Ah, we can't. Alright, 200, 206, 259. Man, these things are all over the place. This is gonna take a little while. I suspect we won't finish the entire quest line tonight, but we can get pretty far. Right into the heart of wherever the heck this is. What? Uh-huh. There is a stable here, which is that point. Nice. And we grab our Baldur part and a food. It says there's something else in this area. Am I? Nope. Okay. There's one there and there's one up there. There's a lot of quests in this area, though. I do like that the horse is technically part of your tools list, so it's easy to go ahead and like hop on and hop off. But I do wish I understood the mechanics better, because I definitely don't. I'm assuming that it's just because I keep running at like full tilt, and that's why I'm having such issues. But I don't know. It could literally be anything. I've also seen people have like special colorful horses, so I'm assuming there's a way to do that, which is kind of why I thought it was through the ranch that you raise them. And I kind of thought I'd be able to ride other creatures, but I don't think that's a thing. So I guess we'll have to find out together. Man, this is the farthest one yet. Alright, here's the horse. So far away. There, somewhere around here, be our thing. Don't know where. Is it over there? Alright, I don't see any heads so far. Parts, but no heads. It says go back, so back we go. I'm gonna tell them we can't find the heads. So, no heads. Yay, stamina! I am not going the right way. That's right. Looks like there's an entrance. Whee! Ouch. I know, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to run you into a wall. Thought I was gonna make it. Gosh. I'm not very good at driving horses. I think I said car. Actually, I think I said riding. Alright. Hop off the horse so I can run way more efficiently than I can gallop. Hey, you move.
You're quite industrious,
How can I help you?
aren't
I
you?
found all the pieces. So you have. Give me a moment to repair the administrator, and we shall see what help it can be. As you wait, Severa appears once more. The beast has fled south through the canyon. It appears to be headed towards the cliff-top ruins. The diocese. What the hell was that? That said, I doubt we have seen the last of it. How are things going here? He's repairing the admiral. I live! You have Cece and I to thank for that. A giant does not thank the ants for working. It is simply what they were created to do. Excuse me? Fantastic. He's worse than the guardsman. Ah yes, I forgot to mention the administrator's quirks. His personality module appears to be permanently set to 11. No matter, we've encountered plenty of colorful characters in this investigation. Now, ants, you wish to enter my beloved manor, yes? That is why you have awoken me from my forced slumber. You gather a dream of sheep, flow sheep. How did you know? That's the idea. Ha! The superior minds do the thinking your puny intellect cannot handle it. My nemesis, the Beast, has destroyed my primary control module. I have unjustly ousted from my seat of power. You restore me to the throne. Do this, and I shall reward you handsomely.
Oh.
I see. And how might one restore you to the throne? Collect the override keys from my four useless subjects and return here. In the southeast, perched on the standing cliffs, lies Elone's lair. To the southwest, within the Church of Nightshade, lurks Bellefontaine. In the northeast, at the bottom of Formay Amphitheater, awaits Howard. And close by, in the infield manor garden, resides Amadeus. So if I have this right, you expect us to trek across the map collecting little trinkets before you will let us inside? The crab wars have begun! Oh my god, crab wars. A king must have his symbols of power. It is as if every door in this place must have 12 puzzles for a lack of a simple key. Sometimes you find snacks along the way. The ancient humans really love puzzles. This is why I did not specialize in archaeology while pursuing my doctorate. Thank you for the information, Administrator. Cece, will you join me by the pool? I suppose I'll wait here. Again.
That was enlightening.
Wow. Can you, be less laudable? I don't want to join a crab war. I want to go to the pool. I want to play at the pool, but if I do, I'll drown. Hacian.
Shall I compare thee to a chopper?
Seems unlikely the beast
Absolutely
will
not.
allow us to search the highlands unimpeded. No, and here I thought we just asked nicely and everything would work out. Well, we haven't tried that yet. We need to hunt the beast. No! So quick to kill that which you do not understand, Halcyon. An unfortunate trait to have. If there's another way, tell me. I take no pleasure in doing what must be done, but the village comes first. I won't have it swallowed by this darkness. There is a ritual, one the others might be quite familiar with, as we did it recently. You said the beast's curse could not be cured. That ritual was only to remove the residual effects. Correct. The curse cannot be cured, only transferred. But this self-same ritual could enable the beast to regain some portion of control. If Ulfa is to be believed, his Maman was driven mad by the excess echo flooding into the area, so he cleansed the excess echo.
Huh?
It is a risk. What if it does not work? Please. If it does not work, I'll take care of the beast myself. I always have a contingency plan. What's your contingency plan? A girl must keep some secrets, darling. Suffice to say, I have my ways. Now, we don't need 6 people focused on this one problem. Why doesn't Cece go with the little lordling while we focus on the beast? I suppose that could work if Cece feels comfortable handling Lord Bahari. Leave it to me. Very well. Here, I requisitioned this when I put in the request for the boat. It is a short-range communication device. If you run into any problems, contact me through this. I shall keep you abreast of any developments on our end as well. Stay safe out there. You worry too much. Cece can handle things just fine. I see you soon. Hacian simply nods. Thoughtful.
I'll hear your...
She got me a phone. All right, Lord Echelon, you ready to go on a 5-hour trek?
Uncle Kenley speaks of you often,
Everything
you
is
know.
resolved, I take it? Just you and me. I won't complain. In fact, I was hoping we'd get a chance to speak. I have much I want to ask you about. The way my uncle tells it, you are the most fascinating person in all of Pilgrim. I'm allergic to compliments. Don't flatter me. I haven't done anything yet. Aw, thanks. Of course. I am sure you will soon add saving the Highlands to your impressive list of accomplishments. Now I suggest we start our search for the keys in the southeast. I believe I know the exact place the administrator was referring to. Oh, Echo waits for no one. Oh, I'm yawning a lot already. Terrible. Wonder if I can become friends with the administrator. Alright, up we go. I think that's how the Zelda one goes. That's not right. Well, I thought I knew nothing, and then I messed it up immediately. That's about it. Oh my god. I didn't know I could do that. I'm so sorry. I feel bad when I run through and I scare a beast, and then I come across somebody who is very clearly hunting that beast. Sorry, friendo. Alright, let's figure out where we're going. I guess we follow this pathway down. Hey, what's that? We follow this pathway or down and around, and end up like way down. So, okay, we can definitely do that. I think this is the way it said to go. If we try to go as the crow flies, then we're gonna end up with a lot of twists and turns on the way there. So. I'm trying to stay at 1 under the top speed because I feel like that's where I can actually steer a little better, but we're not gonna get anywhere. Sprint when I can, and unsprint when I can't. So when we have like big, wide open, going straight in a line kind of areas, we can just hit the button and we'll be okay. We could have teleported up here. That's fine. Man, we have a ways to go. We have a good 300 meters. Honestly, I'm not even sure what going on. Hit a rock. Can I not jump over rocks? Is that not part of the agreement? Let me jump. Okay. Would you like push and hold the button? Alright. Come to a stop. Let me go. Oh! We are technically going up the mountain. You got it, game. Let's jerk those down. As soon as you enter the area, something feels off. Sounds of wildlife goes still, leaving an eerie sound. Something rustles in the brush, and you are suddenly overcome with a feeling of fury mixed with some shame. There's nothing you can do to make up for what you've already done. Everyone knows your crimes. You'll never escape them. Show yourself. Using aggression to hide your own discomfort is a good strategy, usually, but it doesn't keep you from knowing, deep down in your bones. Everyone sees right through you. They're just being polite. They know. What are you? A gloved hand comes to rest on your shoulder, and the feeling immediately fades. So quickly, you can't be sure they were ever there at all. There you are. I was worried you got distracted on the way. You're all right. You look as if you've seen a ghost. I like Felt. Felt? Why don't you tell me a bit more about what happened? Explain. That does not sound like the beast. I should know. I've encountered the creature plenty since I came to these highlands. Come, let us check the area and see if anything was left behind. Interesting. Black feathers. Let me just be horse for a minute.
It's certainly
How may I be of service?
quieter
Found these.
here.
Feathers? Certainly not the beast, then, nor could it be a cernak or a jackdaw. What could it mean? I've seen them before. You have? Not exactly. Ah, no. I suppose Sir Watcher might be a bit cross with you if you divulge any more. I'm trying to respect our agreement, Cece. Don't tempt me to ask for more than I should. If there is another watching us from the shadows, I shall simply have to stay closer by your side. I promise I will keep you safe. And I'll protect you too. Not one to incur a debt, Then I shall take you up on the offer. To watching each other's backs. We are close to the first of the keys. Come, it's just up the stairs.
That was...
Hmm. I don't trust him, but I'm not sure if they just frame him like that and he's actually a good dude, or if he's gonna be one of those like not so great guys that turns out to be like the resident bad boy or
Oh,
something.
you have some dirt on your
And
cheek.
no sign of our echo-addled friend. I would consider that a success. Now the administrator named El Eloyne. Based on historical records of the area, that could only mean Eloyne Enfield. Save the history lesson. I suppose not everyone can appreciate lessons from the past. Still, there are some things you should know before waltzing off into that tower. Excuse me. The Enfields essentially ruled this area during the Unification Wars, primarily focusing on developing magical weaponry. The family was led by Major Domo Enfield at the time, a rather strict patriarch. He had 4 children, all of whom contributed to the family business. If we are to find Enfield's scion's key, you should understand the Enfield in question. Eloan was the youngest and the outcast. Even among the Enfields, she was considered a radical. Many of her experiments ran afoul of the moral and legal boundaries, which was not, as I understand it, the problem the Enfields had with her. She was simply too, and I quote, weird for them. Thus, she was encouraged to set up her lab as far from the manor as possible. This cliff is where she conducted many of her experiments. She should have a laboratory hidden somewhere on the grounds. Finding that is the first step to discovering her key. I'll leave that to you, Cece. I've heard you've a knack for discovering the undiscovered. When you find it, this key should unlock the door, straight from the Institute's historical collection.
Farewell.
I have a feeling that he broke the gal door, and he's using the beast as like a scapegoat for it, so that we will help him find all of these keys.
Uncle
Again,
Plumley
after we
speaks
found
of
it,
you often, you know.
easy spot. This looks far too small to be the entirety of her lab. Looks around, then freezes as he sees the imposing door set into the wall across from the two of you. A locked door, no apparent method of entry, mysteriously glowing objects covered in amber. This is the puzzle. Not a fan. I simply don't understand why every door needs a 10-step puzzle to open. I lock my office with a key like a normal person. That's fair. Here, there's a note on the door. Perhaps it can be of some use to you. I'll allow you to handle this one. I do not have the aptitude for time-wasting nonsense. You open the note Echelon gave you. Hello, trespasser. You attempt to enter my domain? To prove you are worthy to pass, you must learn how to unfreeze time, or at least unshackle the tide for thought. In case I find this note and I forgot, there are 3 buttons. Press all of them. Okay.
That was enlightening.
Excellent. So she left herself a note just in case. Right. Press the button with a satisfying click. I bet one of these buttons is fake. Click. Substance which infects the raw highlands appears to be a type of echo, much like the kind found within the Elder Woods. Based on preliminary studies, it exhibits all of the same basic qualities of the emotional resonance and energy. However, unlike the Elderwood echo, this amber echo does not possess its host, but instead encapsulates them in a type of gooey resin. I should begin my experiments on the trapped host soon. Sample 1 taken from a frozen schmoll. When interviewed with the potion of fungi speech, It described being trapped with memories of its time as young spore, to the point of becoming immobile. Fascinating. Perhaps this is the key to freezing time and stopping the clock? Sample 2. Taken from the bark of a tree. While the tree had no apparent memories or desires to communicate, I did notice that the substance was much older than what Bellefontaine discovered in the Elderwoods. Upon consuming the substance, I observed that it tastes of yearning rather than despair. As every good scientist knows, despair tastes a bit like grape, which, while it tastes like this, while this tastes like the bananas of my childhood, before the flow plague made them extinct. Fascinating. Sample 3. Taken from the walls of King Mudan's palace. When refined through the extractor and made into juice, I was able to witness the memory and feeling of an unnamed and unremarkable ancient human. It seems I've unearthed definitive proof that the clock does not move in one direction, as my siblings so stubbornly believe. Unfortunately, consuming so much amber echo has given me a tummy ache. I will be taking a break from my experiments for a while. Well, if she was indeed weird, that would be why. She's out here eating stuff. Satisfying click. Is that it?
If it's about a puzzle,
Good boy.
ask someone
Now
else.
to see if the key we're looking for is somewhere. Alright. I'm just gonna assume this. Attempts to access the vault. Attempt number 1. Every key in my keyring. None of them worked. Makes sense. The vault has no keyhole. Attempt number 2. A numerical code. As it is nowhere to enter a code, I recited the numbers aloud. I tried my birthday, all my siblings' birthdays, and the anniversary of when I met Rocky. None of them worked. Back to drawing. Attempt number 3. A password. I attempted to speak all of my favorite phrases, but it appears the forgetting potion took care of that too. Then I tried the name of my pet Rocky. Still didn't work. Attempt number 4. I tried sacrificing the thing I loved most. R.I.P. Rocky. Attempt number 5. An amber flutter fly landed inside the vault. It didn't open, but it did quiver a little. I will assume the lock is looking for a thingamabob with a strong arrow flow signature. Attempt number 6. I finally discovered it. I found a creature wearing an arrow flow mask. I used one of my slow spells to catch it and remove the mask. When I inserted the mask into the mask-shaped slot on the vault, it appeared. Perhaps I should have investigated the slot sooner. Note to self, stop taking forgetting potions. You always forget why you took them. No, I will not tell you how to get into your vault. I told you to stop taking the stupid forgetting potions ever since you forgot Father's birthday last year. You think you're so smart? Figure it out yourself. Or at least forget you have a brother and stop contacting me. I have more productive things to do with my very valuable time than babysit my deranged sister. Goodness. I am sorry to inform you, but your piece, Amber Echo, the key to accessing the unreal, was not accepted for publication in the Nocturne Journal of Science. While many of your theories show excellent outside-the-box thinking, the paper itself reads more like a science fiction piece of work that would find its way into a scholarly journal. Oh, than a work that would find its way into scholarly journal. As requested, we have enclosed your original handwritten submission with this conflict. Scholars and sages alike speak of a realm beyond ours that contains strange entities that control our world and existence, often referred to as beyond the veil, dragon's realm, or even realm of magic. It is widely accepted that this is a realm of gods and monsters that can create or destroy anything in our world. But what if I told you there was another realm, beyond the veil, if you will? Continue reading to learn more. I have noticed several faults in our world that I am sure you have noticed too. Have you ever noticed that sometimes as you run, your movement stutters, or that faraway objects pop in and out of existence? Have you had friends and family recount commonly known facts with slight inaccuracies, such as important events happening on different dates or citing contradictory occurrences? I believe these faults are due to errors made by the entities I will call the true creators, in a realm I will herein refer to as the unreality, or simply the unreal. You may ask, why should we care? Our world is our world. It does not matter if we are created by perfect gods or imperfect beings 2 realms removed. It doesn't change our day-to-day toils. This is where I ask you to think, what if it could? During my research of a substance unique to the Royal Highlands that I call Amber Echo, I have discovered that the grand clock of our creators can be reversed or even stopped, which begs the question, what else can we change about our world when we better understand it? The rest of the article appears to be missing. Hello, trespasser, still here? Not for long. You foolishly stumbled upon the vault of Elorn Enfield. Here I have kept my relics stashed away from prying eyes, including yours. I bet you'll never find out how to open the vault. In fact, I took a forgetting potion to keep it even more secret. So even I don't know how to get in anymore. I am a genius. Ha 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 ha. And then she forgot she had this journal that logs her stuff. Note to self. In case I forget, this is an airflow extractor invented by Father. It takes flora and fauna and harmlessly extracts their air aspected flow from them. If you need another element, visit one of your siblings. Belafontaine has TerraFlow, Halward has Hydroflow, and Amadeus has Pyroflow. They all hate you. Great. Tell Echelon what you found.
How may I be of service?
I may be of service.
Ah.
Yes, I've been reading up as well. It appears the amber we've encountered is indeed a type of echo. I suppose it does all have the same basic properties, a penchant for influencing emotions, a mind of its own. Which begs the question, what influences the type of echo we encounter and where? Regardless, we need to gain access to that vault. The note you've found says it requires an aeroflow mask. While in the Highlands, I've had a chance to study the local fauna. Some of them are afflicted by strange masks made of flow. An aeroflow mask should drop from the ones with yellow shields. I believe they're found in elevated areas, much like the cliff we're on. I've even developed a tracker to assist, which should help you hunt down the masked creatures. Got it, be right back. I will look more into the documents left behind in Eloan's library. Or laboratory. Perhaps I'll find something.
So much to do and so little time.
Alright, let's go hunt the creatures with the funky arrows on their heads. Back to the Highlands. Now we've seen the green ones, we've seen the fire ones. The fire ones were us this, so you know. I don't recall how many arrows I have. A lot. Now I need to find something with a mask rather than just winging it, but... Oh. I think I broke the amber and not... I didn't realize that I could just break the amber with pierce. Wow. My ability to shoot is terrible. Actually, not very good. Can he hand us something? Masked creature trap. He did, in fact, hand us something, and I was silly. I have a feeling we're gonna need one of each mask. But we need to leave. Oh no. Yeah. That was totally on purpose. Okay. Now that I've thoroughly upset the horse. Like this. Oh, what in the heck is happening? What happened to it just then? I think we went through something and the game didn't like that. Is it because I shot the arrow? Why does it do that to us? Is it because I shot the ember instead of, like mining it? Huh. Interesting. Okay. We'll have plenty of the arrow ones, but, like, none of the other elements. Jackhat meat. Probably don't need more than one. So I could probably stop them. Whee! Alright, let's get back to him, even though I'm fairly certain that I should have had it completed long before. Because I bet you there were some, like, right outside the door, and I just didn't know. Which is fine, it just, you know, it's not what I was expecting. Yeah, get me off the horse, please. Yep. So I hit him, but I guess I didn't hit him correctly because that's what's stunning me. So, interesting. Anyway, running away from that. I wonder if that's like a thing. Hmm. I was trying to put. Behold, my critics may have laughed, but I have finally created my greatest invention ever. The wearer of the signet shall gather untold access to Amber Echo. It is my greatest hope that by collecting more, I shall unlock the secrets of space, time, and unreality. If I do fall to time, my greatest nemesis, I bestow this gift to my spiritual successors. May you use your new powers to rewind the clock and bring me back to continue our fight. Yes, incidentally, it also functions as 1/4 of the override to gain access to the family home. The others forgot to turn off my admin rights. They won't be able to do anything about the father without me.
All's well, I trust.
You found the first key? Excellent. While you were hunting down an Aeroflow mask, I found documents detailing the process to charge it. You should only need to do it once every few centuries, from my understanding. It is not complicated. It does, however, require no small amount of amber echo. I have been working on a device designed to extract ambient echo from the landscape. It seems like an excellent time to put it to the test. As long as you have it on your person, anything you gather within the highlands should result in some small amount of echo. On top of that, we will need to find Aeroflow aspected creatures and extract their elemental energy via the Unfield's flow extractor. Insects tend to carry more Aeroflow than other creatures. I'll focus on getting the flow extractor running again, while you hunt for the required items. It shouldn't take long. I'm quite familiar with the Unfield technology.
Farewell.
But we could just go and do other things. We don't have to stay here. Collect 100 amber. Come on, let me shoot you. I know you don't want to, but you gotta. Aha! Very good. We got 13 for that. I should probably try to get masks from the other types while I still have the hunter thing. Literally everything that I gather will give me points, is what I'm certain. So. Like I said, it was right there, and then it wasn't. Ah, that one took a lot more arrows. Did not yield the mask I was looking for. I wonder if we only needed that first mask. I assume not, but you never know. Echoes. And it wants me to specifically collect slugs, pine, bug. Whoops, that was not what I wanted to do. Yeah, let's just throw snowballs at those. That's great. I'm not sure where I'm hitting it that's causing it to get dizzy like that, but I will take it, for sure. I'm definitely going to just straight up assume that it is because we are not required to get one of the other masks that none are dropping, which is fine, but it's sort of implied that I could. So I'll play it. Right. Well, we're lost. Back up on the cliffs. He's like up somewhere. And there were plenty of bugs in that first little area. I just was trying to see if we could get masks of the other elements, and so far, no. So, oh well. Back to bug hunting. I did kind of assume that the creatures, headshot? Not headshot. Something makes him dizzy, but I don't know what it is. So no fair. You have like a sliver of health. How dare you? Oh! I guess it got its guard back? Oops, slow down arrow. And you apparently switched those. Whoops. Alright, let's go back to hunting bugs. Bug. Excellent. Aha! It's a phoenix moth. And you are shiny. Yay! A mossy. Now we can turn things into ashes. Just collect things as we go. Never hurts to have extra amber inventory. I'm still not sure what causes it to do the slowdown thing, but that's alright. Are you still? He's doing something suspicious. I'm positive of it. Why did I need to go get this right now?
If it's about a puzzle,
Oh,
ask
maybe it's
someone
right.
else.
Industrious as always, you wasted out there in that little village. There's a job for you in Bahari City, should you wish it. When all of this is done, I always have need for competent partners. Being unemployed rocks, I'll consider it. Maybe I could visit. Maybe I could visit. My door is always open, of course, but I'd rather you stay longer. A conversation for another day, I suppose. If you'll hand me the relic and the items you collected, I'll see what I can do about charging. I must beg some level of your discretion. Strictly speaking, this is an unauthorized use of flow. Interesting. I know, you're on my foot. Can you get off my foot, please? My dog is on my feet. It's because he loves me. Go on, get off my feet, please. Thank you. He decided to sit directly on my toes, which was not cool. Time is of the essence, so I'll perform the ritual regardless of the consequences. That said, if you must tell Sabira, I'll understand, but I'd rather you didn't. The order has a bit too much red tape for my tastes. What if she asks? Then you may answer as you please. I can only ask, not demand. Interesting. Okay. So he is doing something illegal right in front of us, which does make him more suspicious and not less, but we'll see.
Oh.
Here you are. It functions as your first key, yes, but it should also help you in your journey. It functions as an amplifier for the echo in the area. You'll likely be able to collect more while wearing it. He carefully slips the ring onto your finger. It suits you. Now that we have Eloan's key, it's on to Bellefontaine. We'll find her laboratory within the ruins of the old Phoenix Church to the west.
So much to do and so little time.
I suspicious that he put it on us. I think he's using us for an experiment, if I had to guess. And it's probably less that he thinks that, like, oh, you don't sell Sabira, haha, and more that he probably assumes we won't be able to sell Sabira for some reason. Or he just simply doesn't care. Watch her be darned. Because who would believe her for him? He is, in fact, royal. Yeah. I would waste making it over that. Force decided not to hunt it. Also, I don't know what I was hunting that gave me this thing here. But apparently I shot something. And someone else helped me. What is it? I guess it's something we hit once and then never again. But I don't know what. Neat! Hunting is now 33. Too bad we won't. Alright, so we also need to find the Gourmet Amphitheater, the Standing Cliffs, and the House of Nightshade, so that we can find all of the like teleport type things. Nice, we'll be going right by the Central Stable to get this thing. Maybe we can check in with our friends. Probably not, but you know. I don't see them. Thought I would see them, I don't see them. Oh. 500 more meters. Hooray. 300 meters. Hey, you've traveled 10,000 meters while mounted. I believe it. Certainly feels like it. Actually, that's not true. I don't think that we've actually gone 10,000 meters. But you know what? If the game tells us we have, I'll take it. Ah, as suspected. There is someone here.
Apologies. I was lost.
You're
in
unharmed
thought.
then? I am, thanks to your quick thinking. It seems I owe you my life. I wouldn't be so dramatic. See? What happened? The beast, as it so often the case lately, caused a minor landslide in the area by displacing the boulders on the cliff above. Echelon was standing at the base where the rocks landed. I was close tracking, so I assisted. You saved me, Hassan. That was terrifying. You're a liar. You do not look particularly concerned at the time. Oh, well, that's just how my face looks. Regardless, I am in your debt. Just be more aware of your surroundings. I'm leaving now. The beast is on the move. Bye, Halcyon. Halcyon is nowhere to be seen.
Oh.
Good to see you. Strange, he hardly gave me the time of day. In any case, you have some rubble to clear. It looks like some of it is blocking the trapdoor. Ah, and a key. You'll likely need that.
Was of some use.
Yeah, I don't trust him. How does he happen to have all these keys?
You're quite industrious.
Well done, thumbs up. Somewhere that's okay. Sus.
You have some dirt.
Not big on
your
architectural variety, these infields. In any case, this must be Belafontaine's lab. Unlike Eloin. Her older sister Belafontaine was quite a respected biologist for a time, if slightly lacking in moral compass. Unfortunately, her beliefs slowly twisted until she was nearly unrecognizable from the young prodigy she once was. Not much is known about her work after she withdrew from the public spotlight. I imagine this room and the one beyond may be the only place we might find some answers to these questions. It does appear she was infected with the same sickness as Eloin. Eloin? Maybe it is Eloin. Eloin, however. A need to insert puzzles where they are absolutely unnecessary. I'll leave that to you.
Call on me if
Yeah,
you need anything.
yeah, it's gonna be a like pick the. These natural beauties have been subjected to corruption and destruction by Majiri custom. Place them in the correct order based on the petty reasons they died for us. The flower on the left is sacrificed for promises of love. Its beautiful corpse is given as a gruesome gift. The leaves in the center are killed so that our food may taste sweet. We feast on its bitter tears. The bud on the right is used to weave garments to cover our false sense of modesty and embrace our vanity. In all cases, the plant's lives is given for tasteless joys. We create suffering for simple pleasures. Nature has sacrificed for you. What will you sacrifice for her? All right. Heart drop lily goes in first. And then sweet leaf for the sweetness. And then cotton for the clothing. Yep, that was easy. These puzzles are pretty easy. The vault room, of course.
I
I need a
don't care
map.
much for sandwiches,
Another vault to be
unlike my
expected.
uncle.
According to Eloine's note, Bellefontaine should have the Earth Vault. Means you have a terraflow mask to obtain. Those are the ones with the green shield. You'll find them near trees and caves for the most part. As before, I will stay behind and see what information I can find about the relic. It's likely we'll need to chart
Until
this
next
one
time.
as well. Okay. I've tracked the origin of the echo in the Elderwood to the old human ruins. Unfortunately, there isn't much of the stuff to collect, but I shall do my best to see how the substance interacts with organic and inorganic material. Trial 1. I submerged a small piece of driftwood into a vial of the substance. When removed, the wood's properties did not substantially change. I submerged a carrot into the substance. The seed began to sprout rapidly in the liquid. When planted, the carrot matured in a mere day's time. The result was unlike any carrot I've ever seen. It had teeth. I fed the resulting carrot to one of my pet hopalogs. The thing became ravenous and angry. It even ate Amadeus's butler's pan. Fascinating. I wish I'd had a chance to witness it. Unlike flow, echo seems to only affect living samples. The more complex the living sample, the more changed the subject seems to be. Unfortunately, without more of the substance, I cannot conduct further tests. A pity. I will have to journey further into the ruins to see if I can collect more. Looking at Eloine's study of amber echo, it appears these findings are only true for the pure echo found in the Elderwood. However, the amber seems to impart emotion rather than enhance it. Fascinating. I suppose my useless sister may not be an entire waste of Mother Phoenix's resources after all. Did I say age 12? I knew the moment I saw your seed that you would be my perfect creation. Unlike my other children, who burned with rage or wallowed in love, you are pure, no emotion but the true hunger for truth. Instead of food, I will feed you pages from my scientific journals. Today I fed you a book on Mother Phoenix from the humans. I could tell from your emotional response, I don't know where I keep getting range from, that you do not agree with some of her teachings, especially the part about following your heart. This caused me to realize that my faith in the Phoenix is perhaps misplaced, or perhaps it is my love that is the weakness. I still believe she is the only one who can free us from the claws of the dragon, but she follows the way of the flame. It is our job to convince her to come down to earth, and if not, perhaps you can overtake her, my little sprout. Today you bit my finger. I find it poetic that you hunger for my blood. After all, Majiri are the ones destroying Mother Earth, your precious home. Why should you not want to destroy us? To do the greatest good for the most living things, perhaps we ought to die. I only hope that you know, my child, my most fervent desire is to watch you grow. You may consume my flesh to serve you, but please wait until you have consumed those who wish to harm you first. I am afraid what will happen if I should die before you reach your full potential. My father saw you destroy that trespasser. He said you are our greatest weapon yet. Little does he know you are not to be controlled. No, one day you will be the one who controls all. You will cleanse our world to start anew, yes, but it will not be in his image. Let that be our little secret, hmm? My child, you have taken my arm. While I do not know why you have done this so quickly, I do know it is only a matter of time before my lifeblood runs out. I only have to assume this means you are ready to ascend. I die happy knowing that one day we will be reunited in the Phoenix's embrace. I love you, I love you, I love you. I'm a little bit worried about this one. I think maybe she's a little bit crazy. Maybe I shouldn't be trying to open her vault. Also, my mask power. If only the game had allowed me to collect the masks when I was still here. Now he said something about like trees and stuff, so I guess I could chop down some trees rather than hunting. But I know for certain that some of the Cernuks have had the jade silver bubble. Ah. Ooh. Yep. Creature. Nice. I did not get what I was after, but I did hit him right in the face. Oh no, I did get it. Nice. Interesting. So I'm just gonna assume that they only spawn when... Huh. Warning, stay away from this church. Do not try to access the main building. The weaponized entity known as Sprout has been destroyed, but it is unclear if seeds still exist. Those who enter risk destruction. Interesting. Would he not have seen that? Am I overthinking that too much? So the wisteria is very pretty. And I want to make house. Okay. In we go. For your 1-year anniversary, I have made you a gift. This sigil will increase the efficiency of your nutritional intake. May every sacrifice we make feed you twofold. Your loving mother, Bella Fontaine.
You have some
Echelon
dirt
manners,
on
yes?
your cheek.
It's our luck, I suppose. I am sure it will not shock you to discover that plants, in fact, have quite a bit of terra flow. Go get them, of course. Do not forget the amber flow as well. We'll be here repairing the terra flow extractor. Oh, and if you run into any trouble out there, come right back. The beast seems hell-bent on attacking.
Until next time.
Well, I guess I'm already ready to
I
run.
don't care much for sandwiches.
Making good progress? Let's charge the
Unlike
relic.
my uncle.
Yes, let's. Same as before, he charges the relic. Another ring to add to your collection. Based on some of the documents I found, I would not suggest you wear 2 at once. Much like the Enfields, these blessings do not like sharing the same space. From my understanding, Bellefontaine's blessing should allow you to extract more from the land itself. Whatever you harvest is likely to increase in number. I expected the task of gathering all 4 keys to take longer than it has. Perhaps I shouldn't have doubted you. That was just flattery earlier. It's the difference between hearing of your exploits and seeing them for myself. Come, Hellward Enfield should be met. His lab is located northeast.
The pleasure's all mine.
Alright, can I choose which ring I'm wearing? Oh, I was not wearing either one. What's this? Oh, the bag of illusion. Alright, so now when we pick plants, they'll be twice as picked. Neat. I thought that would do something. Alright, we gotta go 1,000 areas away, but I was trying to see if there was a stable around. Let's see. Royal Hunting Grounds, Gourmet Amphitheater, Standing Cliffs. Royal Hunting Grounds we've already got. Gourmet and Standing Cliffs. Was Standing Cliffs where we just were? Oh, it was. Okay. So there's a thing somewhere up here. By the Amber Lake, which is not maybe. Well, the next area is here. Let's go back to the Standing Cliffs. There we go. That way we can try to get any sort of stable that was able. No. Okay, I was just trying to make the jump. Alright, that proves it. I'm not very good at riding horses. I should probably stop doing this trick. Oh, it's fine. I'm actually surprised because we got 36 of the amber or amber echo, whatever, from the wisteria. So I thought for certain. Get off the damn horse. Apparently I can't just climb it straight up, which is just rude, honestly. Thought I could climb it straight up. So I thought we already had the ring equipped from the first sister, but I guess we didn't. And that was just how much it gave us. Which is kind of cool, I guess, but not exactly what I was expecting. There. Let's try to get which one. Yeah, stop, stop. There we go. Like, I was trying to get over here to where the bridge is because I forgot. Now we go full speed. Full speed. Alright, 500 more meters. We're gonna have our 1 million meters in no time. Because I'm gonna go all over the highlands like a crazy person. Server is winding down. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Not till we at least find this right here. There we go. The goal was to find the stables so that if we needed to come back here, we could. So I can get rid of... That's why we didn't find it before. It was down on the ground. Alright, let's travel to the hunting grounds, because I think that's the closest to where he is. Yeah. Let's go from there. Here. Dawn Strider. And off we go. I will say traveling by horses does make it much easier to go through a much, much larger area. Because running around all of the other areas at the speed we normally go was less than ideal. Also, I didn't know this was stairs. I thought it was a cliff. Oh, a voice suddenly crackles to life in your bag. You quickly retrieve the short-range communicator you received from Sabira. Cece, come in. Can you hear me? I'm clear. Excellent. I wanted to update you on another voice interjects over Sabira. Oh, is that Cece? Who's winning? Our team or theirs? It isn't a competition. Just a moment, Cece. They're wrestling over the line before Sabira speaks again. I apologize. I've moved somewhere a bit quieter, so we may actually hear each other. I wanted to check on I wanted to update you on our progress and check in on yours. We've successfully identified a good item to use for the beast's future in the ritual, and are now working on collecting the present. How are things in your end? I see. Ossie mentioned encountering the two of you. I'm glad to hear you've already halfway there. We should get back to work, but don't forget to call if you need help. I'll be sure to answer right away. With a click, the line goes silent from the device. She didn't really tell me how to use it, so hopefully it's fine. Alright. Apparently I am... What is that? Sleepy time. Oh, you're getting sleepy and should travel in another area. Wake up. Interesting. Because of the server. How did I get up? How did you get up? I just found this. Oops. How did he get up there? There's most definitely a way up, and I don't know what it is. How did you get up here? Okay, I guess I'm not allowed to interact with him. Probably because of this lazy thing. Alright, nope. Great. Wonderful. How do I change servers, then? Great. How do I change servers? I love that I can't interact with him. Is he broken? Am I broken? Did I mess up the quest somehow? I have a feeling that what we're gonna have to do is go back to our house and travel back in. But let's run away from him real quick and then run back because maybe it's a random glitch. Again, I'm not entirely sure how he got up there. There's not really like a set of stairs or anything. Did he come up here and then float over like we did? Probably not. He could have. Maybe he's not actually here. Maybe he's like underground somewhere. Alright. It won't let us interact with him, so we're gonna go back to our house and take the step. Take the passageways. Fast travel. That was the word I was looking for. Okay. That's fine. Conquer or grow. I wonder where that was about. Lots of frogs in that one. I like frogs. They're pretty cool. A little slimy, but they're cool. Wow, my house looks something. Okay, let's try this again. I guess the next time it tells us that the server is closing, we should probably just hop servers. But again, I didn't know if it was going to take us back to one of these fast travels, so I just wanted to be sure we were not messing ourselves over. Alright, royal hunting grounds. Let's try this again. This way. Horse time. Yeah, we'll run on 5. I was gonna say, oh, we're only gonna run on like 4, but nah. All the way. Is anyone? What? We know we have to go up here and float over, basically. Goodbye, horsey. Whee! Go.
You're quite
See, it worked.
industrious, aren't
Seems
you?
we have encountered yet another problem. That column is where the entrance to Halvard's lab should be. I can guess which echo-infected beast is responsible for this mess, but it does not resolve our situation. Unfortunately, I don't think your pick will do the job this time. There's likely another entrance to the lab somewhere around.
Send Aunt Eshe my regards.
Won't be opening the distillery anytime soon. No problem. I will just smash my face against the side here until I find something. Collect playbill. The OPOC players are pleased to present the last installment of Satrio's Kitsu's trilogy, The Kitsu's Last Song, starring Lyria as the Kitsu, Jex as the Red Raven, Sapphire as the Rock Lizard, Sabat as the Ant, Dysturian as Leonites the Fool. Join us as we follow the Kitsu to the peaks of Mount Fortuna. Will the Red Raven be able to move on from the tragic loss of Prism Trout? Will the Rock Lizard fall prey to the schemes of the Ant at last? Will Leonites ever get out of the hole for one night? Alright, we have mushed our face into the sides of this thing here pretty thoroughly. So, I'm going to hazard a guess that it is not dangerous. But also, I'm going to change our ring out. Because I think... Oh, you must be in the central stables to change it. Interesting. So we're stuck with this one. Great results can be achieved with small forces. What's going on? not the one I... Ah. Well, we missed that part. Oh well. Are you the entrance? You look like the entrance. Check beside the tree by the cliff to stop forgetting your keys. Check beside the tree by the cliff. Stop forgetting that one. Is it you? No. Which tree? Tree by the cliff. This seems like a good tree by the cliff.
Huh?
Is it that one? That seems like a definite loner, so... Hmm.
Huh?
Is it the super lonely one, or this one? Hmm. Let's try it. What did it say again? Oh, hey.
Oh, you have some dirt on your
Good, fine.
cheek.
Now get it open. I'm trying.
Oh, is that the time?
Look for a way to unlock the door. It said, tree by the cliff. And stop forgetting your keys. Which tree? There's a bunch. Do I have to cut the tree down? The crab wars have begun. I don't know. Crab wars are interrupting my flow. Which tree by which cliff? Alright, what does it say? I need to leave the circle so I can see what I'm doing. Alright. Somewhere in the circle is this magical tree by a cliff. This seems like a good candidate, but it is not the tree. I have no doubts that whatever tree it would have been is probably destroyed by now. Unless we needed to trigger Echelon before we could find it. It would be that one. Dang. But I'm not sure. It does seem odd that it is, so accessible. Can't climb it. It's not that. Alright. Time to chop some trees, I guess. Unless it's in one of the amber spots, but I didn't think that would be it. Tree by the cliff. What tree by what cliff, game? There's only so many trees, and I've looked at them all. What? Pile of slime that seems to form a trail. Beauty hurts. Ooh, there's... part of the quest? I don't think the slime is what I'm looking for, but you know what? My best guess. I don't know where I'm going with this slime though. Slime, slime, one up here, slime, then one up there. Okay, it started here, which means it must go this way. So, slime that seems to form a trail leads to slime that seems to form a trail, which leads to slime that seems to form a trail. Maybe it is over here. It's not over here. Where does the slime lead? Any other slime? You probably have to accept the quest and be doing that quest. My goodness, there's so many. All this slime trail. Well, I thought I did. If I'm being honest. Unless it does legitimately carry on in the other direction, then we were bamboozled somehow. But it seems to form a trail, but then that trail goes immediately cold.
Apologies. I was lost in thought.
Any idea? A cliff and a tree. I think I spot them on the other side of the amphitheater by the
Oh,
water.
is that the
I
time?
went over there. Maybe it's up. I think we're supposed to do something else before we do the slime one. Okay, drowning is not the answer. Well, let's go up. Go up and around. I have a feeling that maybe it's like this side of the amphitheater. I did kind of suspect, but I wasn't positive. Maybe up here somewhere. Oh, shouldn't have jumped. I have no idea. Who's that question? I have access to it. Nope. Application device, empty beast bag, prison beard, newspaper clipping, tattered note that you found in the pile of slime. Oh. It's everywhere for the slime core, but my efforts have all come to naught. My hair is congealed into a single clump, my shoes are ruined, my reputation is in tatters. The Ogopu have defeated me. They guard the core jealously. I'll just have to buy one for my thesis, but who can afford the outrageous cost? Added schematic. Okay, I'm not seeing the list, or the note, or the anything that you mentioned. So, am I supposed to fish? What the hell am I supposed to do? I'm about to look it up, because, what? Okay, let's go up and around one more time, and then actually look around for things instead of jumping down like a silly person. And he said the other side of the amphitheater, so I assume he means the upper side, but I'm not positive. I can also take out some other trees while we're there. Alright, we're officially outside of the thing. It says we're inside. This looks like the pen. Why wouldn't the beast help us? Okay. Let's see. I am seeing a blue thing that I will probably need to take out later. Okay. That is a tree and cliff. Theoretically, either that one or that one would be the one. This one we can kind of climb, but not really. The other one we could not climb at all. So I'm not sure. I'm almost positive it's this one, because this one has the ability to get closer to it. And like the memes and everything. They make it kind of obvious. So I can only imagine. Oh, hello, button. I was looking for an object. Apparently I was supposed to push a button. Whoops. It helps if you look with your eyes. That took much too long. I'm so sorry. In we go. We come sprinting up and just run inside. Hey,
You're quite industrious, aren't
silently
you?
stares at the flying puzzle as if it's his personal nemesis. Howard Enfield was the least creative of the Enfield siblings, as this stands as a testament to that. He was obsessed with physical fitness and creating the perfect male form. I cannot explain why he chose men for his fervor. Perhaps he simply found their form more pleasing. I mean, maybe he was gay. Regardless, the results are predictable. He died young from his own experiments and left nothing of any import behind. Now please solve this puzzle so I do not have to keep looking at it. I mean, I think you'll still have to look at it.
Until next time.
Sorry, I was moving the pillow that sits in my back from this chair. Moving it to my classic side. You go in the corner. Is this going to be an easy puzzle? It won't, but it would have. So a fairly easy puzzle. That's kind of nice. Some of the other stuff that we've done in this game has been all too hard. To all applicants for perfection research, please solve the following sliding puzzle to gain access to the facility. I am afraid if you aren't clever enough to solve this, my perfection serum would be a waste on you. Wow. And a shovel. Nice. Alright.
Uncle Kenley speaks of you often,
You
you
must
know.
be hearing this by now. What? What? I just came running in, Mark. What are you barking at? What? Is there a bug or what? Come here. Come here. Come here. My goodness. My goodness. He recently got a haircut and now he's just a king of barking. Bark. Bark, bark, bark. Bark, bark, bark. We're trying to play a game. Don't you want to play? He says, no, I don't want to play. I want to bark. I want to bark, bark, bark. When this is all over, I'll recommend Sabira give you a hefty bonus. I don't want to get paid for this. No? I assumed you were being compensated by the order. Why else would you be here? I get snacks and furniture to uncover ancient secrets. I have nothing better to do. I should like to help uncover ancient secrets. Now there's a motivation I can understand quite well. I find nothing so infuriating in this way. And I always swiftly deal with the things I find infuriating. You gonna stream too, Arlo? He's not a very good streamer. He does not even kind of look at the camera. Hey, baby. You wanna get down? You wanna get down? Okay, okay. There he goes, to wiggle and bark at the infant cosmos. I believe we can safely assume Halward's vault is unlocked via hydroflow. If you'll fetch a mask, I'll familiarize myself with the writings here. Masked hydroflow creatures should congregate near areas of
Is
wonder.
that the time?
Alright. Daily ritual. 1 a.m. Wake up. Inject 2 vials of hydroflow, 1 per bicep. 1:15 a.m. Cold plunge into the lake. 1:30 a.m. Run laps around the lake. 2 a.m. Skincare routine. 5 a.m. Breakfast. Shake made from pureed ormu liver and ogofu embryo. 5:30 a.m. Lift weights. 6 a.m. Meditation workshop with help. 7 a.m. Report to research facility for work. 12 p.m. Lunch. Unseasoned peki meat, broccoli, and whole grain rice. 12:15. Return to work. 1 p.m. Leave work. 1:15. Afternoon skincare routine. 5 p.m. Dinner. 10 Mujin steaks and a raw egg. 5:30. He eats 10 steaks in 30 minutes. Arlo, what are you barking at? What? He brought me his flamingo that he just got from the groomer. You want me to play with the flamingo? Okay, let me see. This is the flamingo they gave him at the groomers. There you go, buddy. Sometimes he just likes me to throw it, and then he just runs off with it. He's not very good at fetch, but he is good at hunt, I guess. I don't know. Alright, 5:30, personal meditation. 8:15, report to the manor for mandatory socialization hour. No eating, drinking, or negative thought allowed. 9:15, lights out. Huh. 9:15 to 1 a.m. That is a not very long sleep schedule. Arlo, that was enough, baby. It's okay. Promise. I've discovered that the ancients used hydroflow markings to extend their lives. Not only this, they also consumed it to unlock their latent potential. I have recreated a beverage that I believe stimulates what they use to consume. I have used the flow accelerator to combine equal parts water and flow. The resulting beverage is a delicious, energizing brew that tastes of lemon, or perhaps lime. Log number 2. So far my research goes well. I have recruited 100 participants to my clinical trials. Only 33 have perished. The remaining 67 are all in good health. Average bicep radius has grown by 15%. Number 3. Tried increasing the participants' hydroflow intake by 500. 59% died. Oh dear. The remaining 8, however, have begun to develop magnificent flow-based abilities. Of those 8, a full 7 appear to have some manner of control of their newfound power. Basil has floated off into the sky. Perhaps eventually he will come back. I believe I have perfected the serum to allow myself to receive the benefits without the risk of an early demise. I have taken the prescribed dosage and will report my findings tomorrow. It is now time to reach my full potential and achieve perfection. This is the end of the document. No further reports were made. I'm gonna guess it was not the correct one to keep him from an early grave. I'm going to highly suspect that he died immediately after, which is very sad and also very funny. Where'd you go? Ah. Well, unlike chappas, they don't like go into the ground or anything, but still. Not easy. I'm definitely using the wrong arrows. Alright. Back in we go with the maps. Perfection is the measure of potential. The bearer of this ring shall increase the potential of whatever tools they use.
I don't care much for sandwiches.
Bar is an infusion of, you
Unlike
guessed
my
it,
uncle.
hydroflow. Primarily found in fish. Very good. Your path tutor must have been very proud. Though I suppose you didn't have one. Good for you. I'll repair the hydroflow extractor. Let me know when you've collected enough fish and amber echo. Masked hydroflow creatures should congregate near areas
That
of
was
water.
enlightening.
Cool. I still need 5 more echo, and I'll need another 100 at least for the next part. some teach. So the creatures with the hydroflow masks were up here, but well, I guess I could just go fishing over there where the goop was. It's definitely an area with water. Yeah, this should work. Holly is one of those games where it doesn't necessarily have rings for you to fish. It just encourages you to fish. But sometimes there are rings. That just indicates there's a special fish. Nope. Nope. Got a box. No, travel log. I don't know what Pa was talking about. This place is gorgeous. The stories make it seem like these lands are cursed. But I ain't seen nothing like that. It's all sunshine and rolling fields. Bet I could set up a good little homestead here. Bring the family out. The fish are plenty, lots to forage. I set up a couple camps around while I was exploring with extra supplies, but I don't know if I'm even gonna need them. Can't wait to tell everyone they were wrong. Ain't no ghosts, and there certainly ain't no curse. Entry number 2. Interesting. Siege. Did you just have a hairy fight? No, a ragdoll sturgeon. A new fish. We have many more fish. And I guess we need to try using worms and glowworms too, because I don't know what we'll find out here. Oh, we'll find a box. Entry number 35. Can't move no more. Don't know what happened. Was thinking about Belle. Next thing I knew, I couldn't move. The days really passed while I was caught up in my thoughts. Whole lower body's covered, and I'm too weak to break it. Barely right. This Pa was right. Don't try to settle in the Highlands. Have to be as mad as an infield to make it out here. Wish I hadn't broken up with Belle. Oh, he got trapped in amber. That's so sad. I should not have put on one of the infield rings. Something tells me it was bad. Whack. Stop doing this to me. My mouse doesn't have a lot of room to move where it is. Extremely aged cheese. Heck yeah. That fish had a cheese inside. There's no way it'll be gross and moldy. Silly fin. Nice. Okay. Hope I get a good one. This is cute. Einar would love this. You can catch all kinds of new fish. Another silly fin. No, one more. I try to listen for the sound that it makes rather than just watching it, because watching it I usually miss the cue. But if I listen for it, I can usually get it. Beetle! Don't run away, beetle. Ah, banshee beetle. Nope. Aha! I just really wanted both beetles. Nope. Really? Another. Come on. on, I did
care
it.
much for sandwiches, unlike my
Of
uncle.
course, if you'll hand me the required ingredients. For the third time, you watch Echelon infuse a relic with elemental flow, followed by Amber Echo. I guess technically we did tell Sabiro what he was doing, but I don't know that we told her everything. Alright, according to Halward's records, this relic should unlock your own physical potential. You'll find yourself handling your tools with more skill than before. Unfortunately, it seems like his research resulted in little more than a skilled blacksmith could accomplish. Pity to die for such a thing. Seems our time together is coming to an end, as the next relic is our last. A shame, I'm already accustomed to your competence. It will be difficult to go without. You need better friends. Yes, I do. The last relic should be somewhere inside the Infield Manor grounds, where this all began. I'll see you there, then. Aren't there 4 kids?
So much to do and so little
Shouldn't
joy.
it theoretically be inside a 4th? Yeah. Alright, so he called this the amphitheater, but is it? If it's the amphitheater, there's definitely a stable around here. Keep in mind. Okay. Find the stable by Forme Amphitheater. I'm just gonna assume that it's around here somewhere, because this is the Forum, this is Fortuna Falls. I'm assuming it's somewhere here, but I don't know. I could get somewhere high and look around. I would have assumed that it was right there. I was gonna say somewhere like actually close to the amphitheater, but turns out it was. I was just not close enough. Alright, we're just looking for one to the southwest. So southwest would be back where we, no, would be back over here by the Amber Lake. House of Beauty. I'm assuming that's the next cradle breaker. No, okay. Alright, let's go to the central stables. Because apparently that's where we can change the rings. And this maybe.
Do you have a moment for me?
You grew up on a farm, much like the Dias. I admit, every time I pass them by on patrol, I wonder what my parents are doing.
Oh,
They struggle to make ends meet? Has the harvest done well this year? Does my mother make jam like the Layla does? Do they ever think about me and wonder the same things? I should get better.
maybe we could take a break together sometime.
I was gonna say, it said that we could only swap it out here at the central stables. So I was gonna try to find out if it was a cosmetic thing. But I'm not sure. Tamala.
I've missed you, darling.
Please do stay in Shadowmon.
Let's make these chats a nightly occurrence.
Alright, let's... Oh, I have to pick a relic, huh? I can't just unequip this one? Alright, so I can unequip it. But... I think just the Amber from all sources is going to be my best bet. Also, I think the first thing I'm going to do is... What does it say? Highland Trails, which is where the stables are? I think the first thing I'm going to do is head for that, and then go find him. Because if I can find that one, I might be able to fast travel closer. Interesting. So when I open my map, the horse just stops. I don't actually have to stop. and immediately goes when I come back. Okay, cool. If I just follow this pathway a little bit, I will do well at it. And then I can do things like jump over water. And I think it's... Oh, there we go. There we go. I'm not positive what this thing is pointing towards. It keeps acting like I'm still going, but then when I come to, my person stops. Here maybe? Alright, somewhere over here. I don't know what's supposed to be over here, but something. Alright. The water creature. What am I supposed to do? House of Motion. Is that over here? Or is that... Okay. I'm in the wrong area for House of Motion. Yeah. Got places to go, horsey. I gotta go. So I thought that that quest marker was showing me kind of the area that it might be in, but it did not. It tricked me. Womp womp. Alright. I just have to come around this corner, grab this little thing. Alright, we found them all. Hooray! Now what's the closest one to where I'm trying to go? Royal Hunting Ground. Hunting Ground. Nice. So if you press X to hop off your horse, or I guess X in general, you hop off the horse, and if you press it again, you can hop back on. So, it's scary. I'm assuming you can probably do that even if you put it away. I don't know for sure. Ow. Rude. I mean, I'll need him later, but it's really bad.
You're quite industrious,
Amadeus
aren't you?
Onfield inherited the Onfield Manor after the Patriarch Major Domo disappeared. The entrance to his laboratory was built just off the main building, however. I believe the entrance should be in the middle of this headlands. Seems like an inconvenient way to go to work every day, but from what I hear, Amadeus wasn't a fan of working much at all. I expect his employees complained more about the trek than he had any chance to. Come, the last relic of the maze. No complaints about the maze? Why? Because it might be construed as a puzzle? We have one quite similar at the Bahari estate. You see, if you get lost in this garden, I'll have plenty of complaints.
Oh, is that the time?
We are proud to offer you a position here at Onfield and Associates as a Field Tester 1. Please see the enclosed compensation offer and equipment list. Before starting your first day at Onfield and Associates, we ask you to permanently say farewell to your friends and family and sell all belongings before joining us at the Highlands. When starting your first day, please meet your handler, Thelonious Quimbley, at the center of the maze on Manor grounds. Do not visit any other buildings or structures in the vicinity. Alright. Someone attempted to dig their way out of the moat. I'm so curious about it. This maze isn't that big, right? I know I've been this way before. Why is it so much bigger on the inside than the outside? I'm trapped for days. I don't think Amadeus or this Felonious person is coming to save me. This can't be how I go out, right? Wait, I think I see something. Is that a lab coat? And somebody's lost belongings. Oh dear. As you turn the corner and reach the center of the maze, you stop dead in your tracks. Before you sits the beast of the Elderwood, watching you approach with an eerie stillness. Get out of here. The creature simply stares at you. It appears it has no intention of doing that. Cece, have you found the... Come to me, quickly. Echelon extends a hand, which the beast watches with some interest. It makes no move to attack. I want to pet it so bad right now. I don't want to explain to Sabira how you lost your hand. Echelon quietly removes another sachet of herbs from his jacket. The beast reacts with a snarl, reeling back. As it does, you get a flash of emotion. Pain, confusion, fear. Your side hurts so badly it feels like thousands of thorns digging into your flesh. As your gaze drops, you spot red leaking sluggishly from the creature's torso, a perfect match to your phantom pain. Cece! Echelon rushes to hold you up and the pain fades away almost immediately. You alright? Did it hurt you somehow? I'll heal you, just a moment. Beast needs our help. Echelon helps straighten you and follows your gaze to the beast's injury. His brows furrow at the sight. An echo of its pain? I think you'd best contact the others. Perhaps your hunter's arrow found its mark at last. The beast shifts slightly and winces, but refuses to budge from where it is settled. It watches as you and Echelon back away a few. Well, that does explain cats in the cradle being moving.
I don't care much for sandwiches. Farewell.
Yes, go on, actually. Contact Subiru. Try to contact Subiru. Is everything alright? Went towards the palace, hurry. Found the beast. See, we'll be right there. Stay safe.
If it's about a puzzle, ask
Coming?
someone
Good. It
else.
seems dealing with the beast has become our top priority once more. I only hope they've made progress while we were busy. I think I see your watcher already.
Call on me if you
Of
need
course.
anything.
The device was magic.
I've been
You're
thinking
unharmed?
of
Good of
you as I
We were
work.
tracking the beast when we came across a sizable pool of blood, signs of disgusting. I must admit, it feared the worst. I wouldn't allow Cece to come to any harm. I gave you my word on that, and I meant it. The blood is the beast's. Apparently, it got into a bit of a scuffle with something it couldn't quite handle. There are no known large predators in the Royal Highlands. No, that's not true. People are the most dangerous large predators I know. You're suggesting a person attacked the beast. I thought perhaps it was your hunter, but if he was with you the whole time, then what if it was the mystery intruder? Have you encountered any other signs of them while we were apart? It's as I thought then. Perhaps you'd like to enlighten the rest of us. We have had an interloper dogging our steps since the lights first shot into the sky. There is reasonable evidence to believe this person is the cause of the echo tracks opening. They've been nothing but a thorn in our side from the start. And you have no idea who they are or what they look like? Well, we know they're a Pallian man. Tell me, are you skilled at carpentry? You suspect me. Is there any reason why I should know? Cece has been acting suspiciously around you. Chase the echo away from you. An act that could have been manufactured to set you at ease. You've a suspicious mind, said Watcher. I suppose presumption of innocence is left to the courts alone. Well, I would love to sit and stand trial. Are there not more urgent matters at hand? We've an injured beast who refuses to let any approach. While I'm perfectly content to wait for the creature to remove itself as an obstacle, we've an eavesdropper who might take umbrage to that course of action. Ulfa awkwardly shuffles out from behind the bush and crouches. Mon is hurt? We'll finish this discussion later, Ghost Park. Ulfa, have you and Tamala finished collecting the last 3 ingredients? Ulfa nods once, clearly distracted. Is Mon okay? She is injured. If we're able to cleanse her, we will be able to get her the assistance she needs. The problem we have encountered is that any evidence of her past identity has been lost to time. We've hit a wall. Ulfa never knew her name, and only met her briefly before she took on the cursed form. Why don't we ask her? Ulfa suggested the same thing, using his connection with Echo. Unfortunately, before now, we've had no opportunity to try. Not to mention the danger it might be left with. I'll do it. Well, that settles things. Come this way. I'll take you to... Ulfa, are you sure? You should not have to put yourself at risk. That is an adult's job. I'll do it. Ulfa turns and follows Echelon back to the house. All we can do is ensure he makes it out in one piece. Yeah, let's do it. Come on, are you hurt? The creature's ears droop. It tries to shift to hide the injury. We help. Not hurt Mama more. It okay. We just need to know your name. The beast actively recoils, echo flaring in response. It washes over you, summoning another memory. You can hear a loud voice laughing in your ears, the cry of a baby. Then the feeling shifts from joy to anger. You're just going to leave? What about us? What about Hassian? This is the kind of stupid I'm supposed to get up to, not you. Who cares about your reputation? We'll build a new one. You don't come back and I'll never forgive you, Talon. Memory slips away, leaving unshed tears in your eyes. Beside you, Ulfa trembles from the weight of the echo. The beast shrinks away, looking at the two of you in what almost looks like shame. We have to talk to Hassian. Hassian is waiting with Tamala. I will remain here and keep an eye on the beast in case it decides to flee. And so will I. After all, Sir Watcher and I have some things to clear up. Be safe, Cece. We'll pick things back up once this is settled. We have to tell Hassian that the beast is here. Wow. Oh me, oh my, oh me, oh my. Oh no. I might get lost in the maze just like that guy was. Hey look, closet. Neat. So there are things in the maze to find and unlock, which is very cool. Not at all what I'm looking for then. I don't actually recall the way in and out. I'm just trying to follow the little footsteps because that seemed to get us to the center the first time. Ah, not you again. Go away. My goodness. Hey,
Matter
can we talk?
to me.
I'm not here to torment you, Hassian. You shouldn't view me with such suspicion. And perhaps you don't need to derive so much joy from my discomfort. Oh, pish, I derive joy from teasing anyone who takes themselves too seriously. You're simply the king of pomp. Oh, hello, Cece. What's with the tower expression? Did something happen with the beast? Actually, don't have a joke for this one. Elaborate. Helen. You do not know exactly how this echo works. It could be a lie. It could be, my mother is dead. The beast killed her. How could she? Your mother disappeared while hunting the beast when you were young, yes? If she discovered in the process that the beast was no more than a child himself, well, if she shares your penchant for sentimentality, the rest follows. Though I do wonder how she came across the curse transfer ritual. You never mentioned your mother's interest in hexomancy. Mama and Mother ran across plenty of strange magic as monster hunters. The tradition on the plains wasn't as strict about flow. You, you're sure about what you saw? You heard the name Talon and my mother's voice? Sifu's got a pretty distinct voice. And I know what we need from her past. Mother carries it with her everywhere. She said she'd head toward the stables to help us hunt the beast soon. Let's go and see if she's arrived yet. I'll come with you. And I'll set up the ritual while you two are gone. Good.
I'll hear your.
Ugh. Hey, Sifu, we got something to tell you.
Always good to see a friendly face.
Stevie, you're up with the hunt? Mother.
Huh?
Whoa, what's the expression for? What's wrong? Mama's alive.
Oh.
What? Who, where, when, why, how? Wait, hold up. Tell me everything. Tell her everything. Holy shit.
Huh?
What are we waiting for? Let's get back there right now. Wait, do you have Mama's protection charm with you? Ah, now that's what I call fate. I gave it to Cece to protect against the beast. Still got that old thing, Cece? Sure do. We've got everything we need. Come on, we won't get closer by standing still. I'll come with you. That's the spirit. Do I have it on me? Oh yeah, Sifu's protection charm. Well, we had it the whole time.
Ooh, what's this strange feeling?
Didn't realize she'd be involved. You sure we can't do that ritual thingy without her? You're welcome to try. I can't guarantee what side effects might occur. Better not sabotage this. Anyway, where's my wife? She's still in the center of the maze, yes? Of course, the Lordling and Sabira, keeping an eye on her with Ulfa. would suggest you approach as is. She'll have plenty more to say once we complete the ritual. We're close enough here to do it safely. Given you have the final piece? Check the charm. Yes, this should do nicely. Now you remember what we did last time? It's really her, right? Isn't some cruel joke? I wouldn't do that to you. Alright, I want to light the braziers then. I've got some flint. Let's do this. Cece, would you place the charm in the empty
Are you
spot?
just going to leave me like this?
What empty spot? Place down the protection charm. Thank you. Ossian lights the braziers as soon as you set the charm down. For a moment, nothing happens. Then you hear a vicious roar from the garden and a flash of purple light. The explosion of echo blacks out your vision. Just like before, you can feel the desperation waiting at the edge of consciousness. Shadow clawing through the veil, heedless to the collateral damage, or maybe reveling. Let me in. Something rushes past your head. Your vision returns soon after, as if nothing happened. Did it work? I didn't feel anything. You okay, Cece? Yes, you look quite pale, darling. I heard a voice. A vestige of the echo, perhaps. If everyone's okay, what are we waiting for? Got a wife to smooch. I don't think it works like that, Seafood darling. She's probably going to be a ghost. What's this? Drink card. Should have followed the footsteps from the first one. That's
I wasn't expecting you.
Whoa! It's really you. Oh, Sipo, I'm so sorry. I made a huge mistake. Yelling can come later. Until about 10 minutes ago, I thought you were dead. Now I found out my wife's not only alive, but she's a sexy werewolf. You really haven't changed. I'm so glad. The laugh causes her to wince a second later. Cassian lurches forward, worried. And you? Is that my baby all grown up? Me. What's so big? Oh, he looks so handsome. Is Zolta okay? Have you met him? He isn't hurt, is he? I'm here, Maman. Oh, what a relief. I'm so sorry. I let you alone in the woods. You must have been terrified. What about you? You're hurt. Bailey winces again, swaying slightly on her feet. She's holding her side tightly to staunch the flow of blood. I've had worse. You're barely standing up. That's it. We're taking you to Shane. Sifu lifts Talon right up into her arms, carefully cradling her to avoid jostling her injury. It's more important. Oh. She swoons, all the blood draining from her face as she drops into unconsciousness. Mama? She's okay. She's okay. She's taking a little nap. I can wrap her up until we reach the village. I know a shortcut. Ulfa, are you coming? I can go? She's your Maman, too. Come on. Aw, they're a little family now. Hassian spares a glance at you, tears in his eyes. Thank you. He quickly rushes off with the others. Aw, Kalen's alive. That's really sweet.
Do you have a moment for me?
Cannot imagine what Sifu and Hassian are feeling right now. Talon should be alright. The wound did not look fatal at a glance, and Sifu's well versed in field dressing. Where is Lord Bahari? Unfortunately, we cannot put our mission on hold to follow them. I'm sure they'd prefer some time as a family anyway, so sad. Pity she couldn't tell us more about what happened to her before she fainted. I have plenty of questions. We'll simply have to follow up later. You and Echelon have one more relic to collect, right? Since our work with the beast is wrapped up for the moment, we may as well join them. Echelon's already gone ahead through the trap door. Ooh, you're gonna send me outside again.
How may I be of service?
I thought you'd be gone for longer. I'd all but resolved myself to solving this one on my own. Ah, you brought guests. Tamale, still watching. I believe you are the guest in the situation, Lord Bahari? Hope you don't mind some extra company on this last little day. Not at all. I apologize for making you feel otherwise. Charming. The dangerous ones always are. Then you must be very dangerous, Tamale. Right in front of my salad. She curse me. She is. Only to valid threats. Otherwise, I'm as harmless as a lamb. Then we shouldn't have a problem. Can we please focus on the task at hand instead of your flirting? Gross. There's a locked door and unlit braziers in the room. Stacey, I trust you know what to do. The correct order must be hidden somewhere in this room. Instead of arguing, let us spread out and help look for it. An excellent suggestion. After you, Sir Watcher. We'll pick this back up later.
I'm sure you're needed elsewhere.
Unlock the door in
I
there.
admire
Oh,
your
good. Always friends. Talk about
uniqueness.
this, Mala. I suppose I'm being antagonistic. Just don't like his face or his voice, the way he smells. Instinct, though. I'll try to
I
be
keep thinking you'll bore me.
hilarious. Father noticed you missing from the evening social hour again. If you keep this up, you'll lose even your second place spot. And fix your laboratory security. Brazier order is laughably easy to find. All I had to do was look up. Oh wow. Okay. Uh, hot arrow stool wiggle.
If it's about a puzzle, ask
I
someone
apologize. It was
else.
childish to take Tamala's bait. I'll do better.
Send Aunt Eshe my regards.
He's kind of cute. Hot arrow stool wiggle. Legend of Zelda noise for my puzzle solving skills. Wow, it's very used to that.
Every case, I find myself wishing you were
Found the highly
alongside
favored.
me.
Excellent. This information should serve us well. Once more, you prove a most
It's
capable
easier
party.
to unravel a mystery than these
Uh,
important.
you
You
are
have
most.
some dirt
You know what
on
needs
your
to be done.
cheek.
Pyroflow mask will be it. Leans in, hand resting on your shoulder as he lowers his voice and murmurs in your ear. I know that your companions are suspicious of me, but I hope you trust me just a little. I truly am here to close the tab, and the last thing I want is to put you or anyone else in danger. I want to believe you. You want to, which means you don't yet. That's alright, Cece. My feelings aren't hurt. It just means I need to try harder not to disappoint you. I promise I won't. He clears his throat and straightens, giving Sabira a polite smile, while she watches you two with suspicion. Pyroflow masked creatures are often found around ancient human ruins, or other marks of civilization.
So much to do and so little time.
My dear boy, the lab reports from your dear brother Halward's passing came back. They found there was a curious bit of adder venom mixed with his daily hydrophil regimen. How did it get in there? Who's to say? Perhaps his luck just ran out. But you, my dear boy, always seem to make your own. Regardless, this unfortunate event, mixed with Bella's dismissal by her own monstrosity, makes you the heir apparent to my fortune. I write not to congratulate you, but to impress upon you the importance of your role as head of the family. Your work must be above scrutiny. I cannot tell you how many people I've had to deal with, writing to me about the death of their loved ones due to Hal's serum or Bella's monsters. Use the gift of echo to influence machines as I have, not living things. You must control it before it controls you. P.S. Don't die stupidly. Can you imagine the embarrassment of having El Eloin as my sole heir? I shudder. On my 100th birthday, I have a lot to reflect on. I've had success in business getting Unfield Enterprises back on top. The outlaw of flow usage was an obstacle, yes, but I've never let one of those get in my way. I simply found a new way to rig the game. Appearance is everything. When I was young, Unfield Enterprises was known as the boogeyman of the weapons industry. Where there was war, Enfield followed. Now, we own the entertainment industry, the beauty industry. Every casino up and down the Aquindu coast bears our name. That's true power. Power father never understood, so obsessed with might as he was. True power isn't winning the game, it's defining the rules before the dice ever fall. And Mudan wept, for there were no more worlds to conquer. Where's the thrill when I know I've won before the game even starts? I've tried searching for new worlds, excavating old ruins, hunting dangerous monsters, cliff diving and mountain climbing. I've seen the top of the world and looked down at the tiny ants below and felt nothing. I've gambled away my fortune, only to have it return with little effort. I've challenged death and returned from the brink. I've won. This can't be all that remains of victory. Is this how every great leader felt when the battle was won? Not triumph, not joy, but emptiness? Is this why Father abdicated? Not because he was weak and foolish, but because he knew something I had yet to learn? I could join him, leave the flesh behind. But what would that do for me? Eternity sounds awfully dull when you've already done it all. I refuse to accept there are no more worlds like Father. He gave up to serve another, and I'll burn it all down before I do the same. There has to be more, things no one has done before, or perhaps since the last great man walked this world. It said when King Mudan was young, he encountered the phoenix in a wellspring and wrestled the power of the gods from her beauty. If he could do it, why not I? So I go north to cross the veil. With any luck, and I have plenty, I will return with the power to make new worlds and conquer them all. Interesting.
Every case, I find myself
Seems quite
wishing
fun
you
for you
were
already.
alongside me.
Do not let his pretty face distract you, though I sense no malicious intent from him. He's certainly hiding something. I'll be careful. I know you will. I simply don't want to see you hurt, physically or emotionally. Now I'd like to look through some of these records from the Onfields. Perhaps some of the information contained within.
I find my deepest desires to protect
Sure.
you.
No problem. Just rest assured that I can handle myself here. Except when it comes to getting out of this blasted maze, I'm very not good at that. I just wander around until I find a way. Oh, this is where I already was. I think it's right in. I think I'm on the outside. Did I make it? I did, and then I got attacked again. I'm using the wrong arrows for sure. Aha! Looted one of each kind of elemental mass. It's interesting that you get that as an achievement, considering it's part of the quest line, but I'll take it. An achievement's an achievement. What I will not take is not being able to find my way back. That's been super cool. There we go. Hope there's fast travel out of here. Put it in the plate. It's done. My experiments into probability manipulation have resulted in a ring like no other. Fate has no power over the one who wears this, for they make their own. Take care, whoever finds this vault, that you don't make the same mistake I did. The results aren't as important.
If it's about a puzzle, ask
The lucky
someone
ring?
else.
I must admit none of the other relics have been as tempting. Who couldn't use a little extra luck? Why, have things been going wrong for you lately? Well, the world has become overrun by Echo. That does not strike me as a positive. No, it is not. Cece, may I see that ring? Oh. Appears to have lost its power. We'll need to recharge it. She returns the ring to you, a knowing glint in her eyes. Are the other relics similarly inert? Nope, this is the first. Amadeus' scientific rigor must have been lacking compared to his siblings. It was said he always was second best in any pursuit he chose. Fortunately, I found records detailing the creation of this ring. I believe we only need a few materials and a skilled flow crafter to repair it. That is fortunate. Perhaps while my flowcraft skills are not particularly refined, perhaps you can walk me through the theory while Cece collects the materials. It would be my pleasure. And what materials might these be? We'll need some condensed pyroflow. Fortunately, Amadeus had a machine designed to extract just that. It will need some repairs, but they should be manageable. Ah, and some amber echo to charge the sigil in the center. The best source of pyroflow will be meals cooked on an open flame. Easy enough for someone like Cece, I imagine. I have a few extra recipes in my bag. Here, Cece. I will inspect the condenser while you walk our watcher through the ritual bed. I know a thing or two about the principle, though I wouldn't choose such an ugly machine to get the job done. Keep an eye out for anything suspicious while you're out collecting the materials.
So much to do and so little
Right,
time.
indeed. We got 2 new recipes while we were here. That's pretty cool. And we got some canned food cooked at a campfire. Fortunately, I do not know where to find a campfire. That's the really hard part. There's got to be one nearby, but I'm not certain where. Over here where the quest is? A short while ago, on a beach not too far away. trick Amadeus Enfield on his own turf is stupid, even for you. If you ain't careful, you're gonna end up 6 feet under instead of just drowning in debt. Go home, kid. This life isn't for you. Someone who saw you cheat tonight and didn't feed you to plume hounds. Next time you won't be like that. Bring the down. Okay, I need a campfire. I'm going to assume there's probably one at one of the campgrounds, but like this place, but I don't know that for certain. I don't know. That's the only thing, is I don't know if I need to go like back home and do it. That might be the easiest, honestly. Let's just pop home and do it. Come back. There probably is a place to do it, because it seems a little silly that they would force you to go all the way home, but it's fine. I also don't know where mine is. I think it's in my campground building. Whoa!
I'd
Niall, what are
take
you
a
doing
day
up
off for you, babe.
Well, it's always great to see you. I'm afraid this visit isn't under the best of circumstances. What's going on? That Ulfa. Ever since you and Severe brought him back from that tree, he's been acting weird. I keep trying to get him to tell me what happened, but he doesn't want to talk about it. I've learned from being Aoni's big brother that kids get weird when you barge into their treehouse unannounced, so I've been trying to respect his privacy. Still, it's a bummer to feel he doesn't trust me. I'm sure he'll tell you soon. It's up to him. I just hate seeing the little guy so sad and feeling there's nothing I can do to help. I just wish I could have been there. How could I have known some maniac would break through the Echo wall on Buttercup's birthday? I was wondering if maybe you could talk to him. Since you were there with him in the tree, maybe you'll pick up on something I didn't and help cheer him up.
You smell way
Okay.
nicer than the farm.
It feels like that quest should have come much earlier, though. Alright. Do I have the campfire? I do not have campfire. That's I have to remember how to. This is H, campground, load. And for anyone who hasn't seen the campground, this was a build that I did a long while ago, before they actually came out with the Cozy Camp set. The idea was that it was going to be this campgrounds with a bunch of trees. I saved up a bunch of seeds for it, and every little area was a different kind of camp. So, like, this was a very glamping kind of camp. This was a super traditional, like, little cabin. And when they came out with the little friends, of course, I got them and I put them as little stuffed animals, so on and so forth. So it was one of those things where I was super proud of it. I still am, for sure. So yeah, hope you like it. Okay, I have enough to make that, but I have more to make that. So, beans on toast. Let's just make a couple of them. I'd like to make one of each, actually, because then I can have made both. But only the star versions, and they don't have any of the regular versions. Collect beans on toast, and then rice and beans. So we'll need to grow some non-star ingredients so that we can make the originals. What time do you have to go to bed? Here pretty soon. I'll probably be heading to bed in roughly the next 30 minutes or so. But I'll have to get off before then so I can take care of the dog. I'm trying to get the Flames of Ambition, like all of these kind of quests done real quick, because I've been really enjoying the main story quest, but I know that it could potentially take longer than I thought it would, so we'll see. But thank you for asking. What time do you need to go to bed? Look at that little guy run. So cute. Also, hi. How you doing? You go to bed at 9:30. That was an hour ago. What are you doing up here? Oh, that's 2 hours behind. That's not so bad. was that one? So you still have an hour left. Good job. I think I did math correctly. Look at my horse. I have to go back in that maze, so the horse isn't really going to help me. And I'm going to run into a tree, because I'm really bad at riding horses. Also, how are you? How have you been? What are you up to? Hope you didn't miss me too much. Alright. Hop off the horse, because I will get lost in this maze if I try to ride the horse in there. Like, really lost. I think it's the first turn. Like, sharp turn. See if I did it. 1, 2. Hey, we did it. Nice. I knew I could do it. Severa.
I never thought life could be like this.
Let's charge it. Very well. Echelon has walked me through the ritual well enough. Spirit takes the ring and imbues it with flow and echo, just as Echelon has done every time before. I will give this to you for safekeeping, Cece. That makes all 4 relics. Time to return to the administrator.
There's so much I must consider about the future.
Special item, Amadeus. Now the administrator should be outside, I think. Now hopefully I can retrace the steps we just did. Right, left, left, left. There's a lot of lefts. And then up we go. Right up there. Pretty easy. This house is really cool. It would be cool if I could build that. Maybe I can. I haven't tried.
I can make time for a chat.
Whee! Yes. Yes, I can sense the keys. You've done it. Ha ha. Accessing Echo Network. Flow signatures uploaded to the cloud. Wait, Echo Network? Initiating program Nightblade. Unlocking the final seal. Nightblade! Echo begins to pour out of the vents from the administrator's chassis. Chassis? Chassis. All along the walls of the manor, various nodes begin to leak dark smoke as well. This isn't supposed to happen. The administrator's on a local network. I verified it myself. Can you do something to stop it then? Give me a moment. I forgot his was a much deeper voice. Give me a moment. I'll interface with a local node. We don't have a moment. Attention, you pathetic mortals! A booming voice echoes in your mind, not in your ears. You recognize it as the administrator. I, Major Domo Anfield, shall now be bringing your pitiful lives to an end. As gratitude for your service in my ascension, I shall explain your folly before you perish. Major Domo? The Anfield Patriarch? How is this possible? More importantly, is he giving a villain speech right now? How exactly? There's another network active, buried under the first. I'm trying to gain access. Keep him distracted. What's up, Harry boys behind you? She doesn't need you coming. How are you doing this? Question, Major Domo? Or Mr. Domo. That's Major Domo, not Mr. Domo. I will also accept your lordship or Emperor Anfield. For too long man has stood at the feet of giants, subject to their merciless will. Our father is an absent god, content to create and abandon us for our imperfections. Your mother, a capricious creature who once sent her own flock ablaze for their crime. The gods do not deserve their power, but my Lord of Echo is kind and benevolent. My Lord seeks to dethrone these false idols and lift up those who have true faith. Through Echo shall the whole world be reborn in my Lord's image, blessed with untold power. With these blessings, we shall usurp the pretenders. All shall know glory under my Lord's shadow. Hey, that's so wild. Who is Lord of Echo? What a terrible plan. Don't you insult my mom. Don't you insult my mom. The Phoenix is a failed god. She has abandoned her original children, while her new ones flit about half-formed and powerless. Wait, I'm her original children. Rude. There's nothing wrong with Cece or any of the other humans who have returned. Yes, it's only cute when I insult Cece. I've located the sub-network nodes. If we override those, we can interrupt his connection to this Echo network. Cece will keep him busy. You will find the notes. I'll apologize later. I should have caught this too.
Send Aunt Eshe my regards.
Wait, I thought I was keeping him busy. Oh, Cece, I will keep him busy. Whatever. You will find the nose. You got it, Lord Bahari. Lord Make. Boop. Ouch. I'm gonna become a pyroflow mask? Really? Good amber. Why am I shooting? Ah! There you are, you goofy cat. Ah, I'm out of my iron arrows, which is causing this to be harder than it needs to be. Come on, come on. I know, I'm on fire. Whatever arrows it takes, that's what I'm gonna do. Gotcha. I bet I did not get it. Oh, come on. It shouldn't have taken that many arrows. I guess I really do need to make some more iron ones because that, yeah, adorable. These cats are like awful. They hate me, for sure. I guess it's a jack cat? Yay, a pyroflow mask! Hooray! Oh, you're encased in amber. I don't have to worry about you. I don't think that I need to activate this thing necessarily, but I'm going to do it because it's really close to this button. Oh, I had two. Nice. Royal Mystery Bed. Can I jump up there? No. I have to go the long way. Womp womp. That's okay. Get away from... Ooh, that was a magic one. He split into a bunch of them. That makes them important. Ooh, 35 Echo Ember from that. Nice, nice, nice. I'm not sure why he was magical and split apart like that. That was weird. Hey, look, a bed! Touch. Decline. But we can get all that furniture if we get all the peaky stuff together. Alright. 2 out of 4. There's ways to go. Alright. They both say down. I was going to assume I could leap off of here. Didn't think it was going to be a triple jump. Oh well. Boop. And... 2... Ow, stop burning my butt. It does seem a little bit weird that there would be override things like in the yard, essentially. Oh, I thought jumping would stop me.
If it's about a puzzle,
I did it.
ask someone
No,
else.
no, what have you done? Accessing Echo Network. Connection disrupted. Attempting reconnection. Oh, reconnection. Connection failed. Well done. The secondary network signal is now interrupted. Unfortunately, it appears the manor's security was running entirely on the secondary network. It will take time for me to bypass safely and let us inside the manor. This cannot stand. My lord will not suffer failure here. The echo must flow. Can you shut him off? Not without shutting off my own access. Severed from the network, however, he seems harmless once more. What exactly was he attempting to do? It seemed as if he was controlling the flow of the echo from the tap. Yes, you didn't feel it. He was exerting control over all the echo in the area. What I don't understand is how. I am the king of all that sinks into the night, the father of darkness. My lord will crown me in thorns and blood. If I fail here, I fall here. My lord will honor my sacrifice. I go now to join them in the shadows. Initiating mirror protocol. Self-destruction imminent. Seek shelter. Echelon? What's he doing? I don't know. He's opened another connection somehow. He's blown up my network device, flooding the system with power. Someone smashed him to pieces. I got it. You rush forward, pickaxe in hand, and the world goes dark.
I'm sure you.
Oh, unable to connect. Well, you know that would say something. Dream in Kilima. My patience wears thin, Dion. I'm supposed to smack him. I think I
I
broke
may
it.
have met my match in you. I keep thinking you'll bore me.
Apologies. I'm sure you're needed
I
elsewhere.
think I broke it, y'all. Oh, there we go. First pile of rubble is all that remains of Major Domo on field. It says dream in Kilima. Am I supposed to, like, go to Kilima? Or what did I do wrong? Well, it says the world goes dark. And I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. Land. I think we broke it. Alright, unstep. Nope. Okay. I know what we'll do. We'll restart the game. I don't think it will spit me out here, but that's okay. Alright. We're gonna quit out. We're gonna reload the game. We're gonna hope that that works. Hopefully, maybe something. Game already running. Wow. Amazing. Come on, Palia. Don't let me down like this. It decided I wasn't allowed to be running the game because it was already running, even though we quit the game. Oops. Alright, so they have a new opening video that you can watch, which I didn't start at the top of the screen. It's pretty cute, but it's not really necessary if you've already started playing the game. Also, that would have been really dangerous. Shouldn't have done that. I guess this is supposed to hint at like how she found us. Because she said like she was chasing a Chappa that stole something that she had. So I think that's supposed to be that video. So you can actually turn it off in the settings. You can turn off the opening video. So pretty cool. All right, let's see if this works. All right, we popped up in the same place. First pile of rubble is all that remains. Am I supposed to like go to Kilima?
You don't know how your smile. You're going to leave me all
I'm
alone.
not.
Apologies. I was lost. Call on me if you need anything.
All right. Well, that didn't work. I'm not entirely sure what to do. Maybe, just maybe, we need to meet. Harvested 500 Amber Echo. So resetting the game didn't work. I guess I'm gonna try going back to our house and coming back. Or maybe going to Kilima? But it just says dream in Kilima. So I'm not sure if that means I'm supposed to literally go to Kilima and dream there, or if this quest is bugged out for me and I'm not gonna be able to do it, which would be sad. But really looking forward to finishing it. Go home. It would kind of make sense if I was supposed to just go to Kilima, but I'm kind of assuming that there was supposed to be a cutscene or a weird instance or something, because Subir is also missing, so I'm not entirely sure. Oh, it's from Steve. I just wanted to let you know Hasi and I talked things out. We discussed how hard it was to deal with Talon being gone and how we both feel now that she's back. I haven't cried that much since I was in diapers, but it was a good kind of cry. The best part was, Hoskin didn't turn away. Usually strong emotions scare him off, but he actually held my hand through it. I liked the whole thing. I liked the whole thing helped him too. I think it's I like to think the whole thing helped him too. It was kind of like I was crying for the both of us. Anyway, this is probably too much information, but I wanted to let you know how much of an impact you've had on me and my little family. That is amazing. I love that. I love what we discovered, and I loved all of that. Also, I'm kind of thinking that we knew, but didn't. I don't know. All right, we're in Kilima. There is a... Okay, there's a thing that is telling me to go to Kilima. Oh, I wonder if I was supposed to be passed out and I'm waking up in like a bed and the game just didn't teleport me to Kilima. I think that's what happened. I think it was supposed to teleport me to where Shanya is and like the little hospital that he has. So I can like wake up in a hospital bed kind of thing. But for some reason the server didn't send me there. So no dreaming for me, I guess. Alright, let's oh, here we go. Yay, the cutscene I was supposed to have. You open your eyes to a swirling pink void. Every way you look, there's nothing but more of the same. A vast sea of pink where the world once was. Strangely, your footing is steady, despite there being no floor beneath your feet. If you wanted to, you could probably take a step. Of course, there's no knowing what will happen after the step. Only one way to find out is to try. Start walking. Take a step and the ground isn't persists. You take another step and another. Soon, you're steadily walking. Direction doesn't seem to matter. No matter, excuse me, no matter how many steps you take, the void doesn't change. Start running. You pick up the pace, but you might as well have stopped walking for all the progress you make. Nothing changes, nothing moves. You have no way of knowing if you've made any progress at all. And what do we have here? Are you lost, child? You don't see anything, but you suddenly feel as if warm feathers are wrapped around your shoulders. You feel more grounded, more real, as if the pieces of you that were threatening to float away suddenly sink right back into your soul. There, that's better. I didn't expect you to come back so soon. Am I dead? Dead? Goodness, no. You simply came home for a bit. I think we died. This dream is wild. Yes, perhaps it is all a dream. You've always been particularly good at dreaming big. That's why I sent you out there. Who are you? What an interesting question. I've never considered if I am a who. I simply am. But enough about me. This is your story. I'm simply a fan. Yes, your biggest fan. Now you'd better get back out there. I'm so glad you came to visit, but we're only at the start. You've so much more road to walk. Wait, you have so many questions. I'm so proud of what you've accomplished already accomplished, but you'll do just fine. Now I think it's about time for you to wake up.
There's
Whoa,
no protocol for this.
why hasn't there been a change? Did we miss an injury? Cece's body is unharmed. You did your job, Watchers. The spirit was its weight. How long? It's been days. Wait, I see movement. Cece, are you alright? Your vision slowly comes into focus. It seems you're inside Shane's apothecary. Someone watered my crops. The strangest dream. What happened? Sabira takes a deep breath and stills the slight shaking of her body. The administrator self-destructed. You were caught in the blast. I tried to shield you from the worst of it. I was afraid I had failed. You did not. As far as I can tell, Cece has suffered no ill effects beyond the loss of consciousness. How are you feeling now, Cece? Kinda hungry. Let's see if we can't fix that then. I have some restorative soup you may take. If you notice anything strange, make sure you note the symptoms and return to me. Otherwise, I should attend to my other patients. Talon? Shane quietly excuses himself and turns to go to the other side of the apothecary where you spot Talon resting. You're sure you feel alright? Check in with yourself. You focus on scanning your body, listening to whatever it is trying to tell you. Somehow, it feels as if you've just had a particularly restorative nap. Other than that, you feel entirely like yourself. Didn't even get a cool scar. Truly a pity. Please take your time. Lord Bahari and Tamala are still in the Highlands cleaning up the mess. I promised we would rejoin them when we recovered. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't. Now I suppose I should start the paperwork I was putting off. Please don't strain yourself, Cece. I'll see you in the Highlands when you're ready. And maybe before that, too.
I'm
Yay! Alright. So we are absolutely supposed to jump right back in. But I think I'm gonna check in with Talon here, talk to Shania, and call it.
Whoa.
Alright,
I
Talon
thought
first.
you were a chopper.
Hey there. Oh, sorry, it's still pretty rough. How are you feeling? Been better? Also been a lot worse, trust me. Talon's waist is wrapped up tight with bandages, and there are dark circles under her eyes. Still, she gives you a weak smile. Hoping to see you again. Hardly got to thank you for, well, everything. Lofa told me what you did for him, and me. I'm in your debt, Cece. Except aiming to cool rocks. You don't owe me anything. Anyone would do that. I'll just with you. You don't owe me anything. You used to be the one saying that. Weird being on the other side. You know who hurt you? Wish I did. Memories of my time as that thing are pretty fuzzy. Got a black hole about 20 years wide in my mind. Galen coughs again, leaning back against the wall. I think I better rest my voice again. But stop by later, yeah? Want to get to know my savior a little
That
better.
about wraps it up?
Seeing you always brings peace.
I've been meaning to ask, how have you been faring lately? Never better. Excellent. I'm quite glad to hear it. I don't wish to alarm you, but there are fewer and fewer humans who can say the same as of late. Nothing too terrible, of course, but troublesome enough to encourage this conversation. What's wrong with them?
Huh?
Many of the humans around Kilima seem to have contracted an illness once common in young Majiri. I've hardly seen it since my own adolescence. Till recently, of course.
Ah,
It's called peckypox. Oh no, it's chickenpox. We aren't sure what causes it, but it's usually quite rare in adults, and most Majiri have built a resistance to it as a result of exposure or previous infection. Resistance, it seems, that the humans who now live in this area do not share. Luckily, I am capable of brewing a tincture to ease the worst of the effects, but I will need to ask for your assistance in gathering the ingredients. I am afraid that the influx of sick humans has drained my supplies. The herbs I need aren't particularly rare, but they do require some amount of traveling to acquire, and I must remain here to monitor my current patients.
ah.
According to legend, certain highland plants possess quite potent healing properties. I have been meaning to look into those claims, so I will also request that you collect some highland herbs as well. I thank you for your help, and may the dragon guide you.
Come by if you get any
Sure,
scrapes or
I'll do that for him.
bruises.
Very, very cool. All right, so we were supposed to pass out in the Highlands and be rocketed into Kilima, but apparently the game had other plans. So there's still plenty that we can do for this quest line. I don't know how much more, so I'm a little hesitant to stop it here. But I do have to get going simply because I'd like to take care of my dog and hang out with him a little bit before I run off to bed. So we're gonna go park ourselves at our house and we're gonna get going. So this was a pretty good update so far. I know we didn't really play much together when I did all of the um, like Everwood stuff, but I just wasn't really playing it to like be able to show it off and share it with everybody. I was really just trying to like get that story done and get to a point where I felt like I could stream it again. And I think this update has kind of done that for us. There's been so many new things and so many cool stuff to look at. Also, I said Everwood, I mean Elderwood, and I had to double check what it was called. So it's been really cool. I think the addition of the horse is really cool. I'm not quite sure how people are making theirs like pretty colors and stuff. So it could be something in the ranching, which, like I said at the top of the hour, I am not great at. So we might have to look into that some more, um, just the next time we play. But we will be working on as many of these Highland quests as we can, including, of course, the main story, and then just checking in on some of the other quests that we picked up along the way, and all the ones that we kind of missed because we were running around. So, anyways, thank you everybody so much for tuning in. I hope you have a restful, relaxing rest of your day. I hope you get a snack if you need it, and I hope you remember to hydrate because it is good for your brain and your body. Energy bearing or energy willing, I will be back next Wednesday around 7 p.m. Central Standard. And if not, then I will, of course, update on Discord and Blue Sky, which is where I've been doing all of my updating so that I can kind of keep everybody in the loop. And yeah, if you want to see my latest cosplays, please check out my Instagram. It's also Cookies and Cosplay over there. And of course, Cookies and Cosplay on Blue Sky. And my Discord should be, why did it not pop up? Whoops, I am using the wrong keyboard. This is what happens when you have multiple keyboards on your desk. There we go. If you're not already in the Discord, this is a good way to know when we go live and to get any updates for if we're not going to be streaming, if we're going to be moving the stream date, if anything happens. I always try to make sure that that is as up to date as possible. So anyway, once again, thank you everybody so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you all again real soon. Bye!